All right. We are here. What's going on, folks? What's going on? We'll let everyone slowly start trickling in. Still washed. What? How am I washed? I'm right on time, dude. Right on time. Heard the Oilers put Pickard on waivers, sign Austin Hockey to an 8-year, $15 million contract extension. That is news to me. I'm not even in the building tonight, and I will take that check and all the money up front as a signing bonus. And then retire after I get that put in my bank account. Free Matt Savoy from the third line. Yeah, I mean, Matt Savoy can play with pretty much anyone. I just don't like him next to Adam Henrique because Henrique just doesn't do anything. Good so far. Good so far, Berserker Earl. Good to see you again, my friend. How are things with you? Get me out of the third line. Finally going to be able to watch a live stream again. Let's go. You were here at the last one, weren't you? Against the Bruins. What's going on, Ty? What's going on, Zane? How are you? Yeah, the scoreboard. Yeah, I made an adjustment to it. Made a little update to the scoreboard. And I've got the mochi cam, the cat cam. Got the cream, but I got the Savoy Freddie Henrique signed jersey. Oh my goodness, Berserker Earl, what is that, dude? Yo, okay, hold on. I was not prepared for that. Wow. I don't even know what to say, man. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you. That is, wow. I'm literally speechless. I don't even know what to say other than just a huge thank you. That's seriously, thank you. That's unreal. Holy smokes. Getting things started off strong on the stream today. My goodness gracious. Zerker Earl with the $300 super chat. Literally just made me speechless. Thank you. That's huge W's, man. That's unbelievable. I got to send you something, Berserker. I got to send you like a signed card or something. Like that's crazy. In a good way. That's not a bad thing. That's crazy. The cream jersey effect. Apparently. I appreciate that, Berserker Earl. I remember you donated a whole bunch during the playoff run too. So don't think it goes unnoticed. I promise you. I always notice it. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Lots of love. Lots of love from Oil Country, from the Austin hockey community. I hope you have an amazing Christmas. Thank you, Lola, for the 9 months. Thank you. Getting a knuckle sandwich from you. I've had worse presents. Berserker is literally Giga Chad, 100%. The thank you is for me. Provide us all with a ton of free content for us to all enjoy. I do my best, but without all of you that tune in, I don't do what I do here. So thank you. What happens if the Oilers win against the Rock Room? Go Stars, wait. I play for the Oilers. Yeah, get your head in the game, Savoy. I need you to get your head in the game, all right? I'm going to need you to carry the lifeless, aging corpse of Adam Henrique tonight. The best return back would be an Oilers W tied for first in the Pacific. That would be fantastic. I would absolutely love that. I'd like to see the Oilers go off, go into Christmas feeling good about their game. 19-13-6 sounds a lot better than 18-14-6 heading into the break. So, need a classic Leon snipe? I know, dude. I know. It's been 8 games since Leon has scored a goal, but I'm wearing the cream Leon tonight. See if that gives him a little bit of juice. Hey, good to see you again. What's going on, Chad? You never wanted to go to the game at Rogers Place? Just asking. I mean, I usually go to at least one game a year. I went to the Oilers and Canucks in Vancouver in October. So if I go to an Oilers game this year, maybe a playoff game, but they have to get there first. In Cream, we trust. What's going on, Summoner? Merry Christmas, Austin and fellow Austinites. Let's get a good start tonight. Thanks for the stream. Hey, no problem. Thank you for tuning in. Was thinking of going to the Oilers-Bruins game on December 31st on New Year's Eve, but nah, not this year. I'm also debating going to that one. I haven't decided yet. I might grab a ticket and then bus in Edmonton and see that one. Haven't kept track of Stu. How's he doing in general? He has a 4 goals against average and an .838 save percentage with Pittsburgh in 3 games. Today was not his fault. He had to deal with breakaways and 2-on-1s, and Pittsburgh's defense just isn't very good. What's going on, Mr. Doom? Good to see you again. Schoolwork. I mean, schoolwork's more important. I was probably stressing in Vancouver at the Canucks game. No stress in Vancouver. It was a good time. Do you think Skinner could see his way out of the league in the next few years like Campbell? I hope not. I think Skinner has shown that his upside is it's worth taking a chance on, for sure. He just can't be the number one guy, right? He has to platoon. A 1A, 1B, they each start 41 games. Because Stu's highs are really high. We've seen Stu go on those crazy runs. I thought the Oilers' defense was bad, and then I saw Pittsburgh's. Yeah, Pittsburgh's struggling right now. Hairline. You say reveal like I've never shown my hair before. Turn it on just in time for Domi to make it 4-3. That's a tough one. That was a nice goal by Domi. Nice move. Made Brett Kulak look like a pylon. Brett Kulak has had a tough year. Don't think Skinner was the problem. I think the position he was forced to play was the problem. He would have been a fantastic backup. I'm with you. He should have never been put into that position. I think because Stu came in and in his rookie year made the All-Star game, finished second in Calder voting, I think the fans' expectations were immediately sky high. Immediately. It was is this his floor? Because I want to see what his best is. And he's had his moments. He's had moments where you go, wow, he's a really good goalie. It's just he's too inconsistent. What's going on, Coolistic? I don't know if you saw, I was in Discord. I was at the Vegas game on Sunday. It was a vibe. My winning streak goes up to 3 games, and I went to 3 games, and the Oilers won all 3. Well, we got to get you in the building for every single game moving forward. Yeah. Marc-Andre Fleury will sell jerseys. He'll get butts and seats, but I don't think Fleury would be the answer here. Love the new logo for the scoreboard. Thank you. Yeah, we got the cream for the Oilers. Puck is about to drop, folks. I'm going to hide the chat for a little bit. Exactly. There's no reason to open that up again. I'm with you. All righty. Let's see how the Oilers do here. Off the face-off, the Oilers are starting with the third line, Savoy, Henrique, and Mangiapane. Oilers are going to win the face-off. It'll come to Emberson. Emberson will play it up the right boards, out of the reach of Backlund, and that's not going to be icing. Calgary's going to try and send it up the boards. They do. Through the neutral zone, that's going to get cut off by Stastny. Stastny's looked pretty good, in my opinion. He's looked pretty good for the Oilers since he came into the lineup. Puck spun in by Savoy. He'll play it back to the blue line. Emberson with a shot towards the goal. It deflects in front. Rebound. And Adam Henrique almost got on the scoreboard very early. Mangiapane fights for the puck, and that's going to be taken by Calgary. And they're going to flip it in deep. Zary goes for a change. Evan Bouchard now on the ice for Edmonton. He'll wait for a full change for the Oilers. Puck through the neutral zone. That's picked off. Anderson will play it up the right boards to Kadri, cut off by Ekholm, and here come the Flames now, one-on-one. Here's a shot on Ingram, and that's an early save by Ingram on Sharon Govich. Puck will come into the Flame zone. Shot by Ekholm from a sharp angle. That's stopped by Dustin Wolf. And here comes Sharangovich. He'll give that puck to Farabee, and that's going to be dumped in deep. Evan Bouchard will grab it for the Oilers. Kind of a low event start here. Both teams have one shot on goal, about a minute and a half in. Roslovic loses it at the Flames blue line, and here come the Flames. Coronado puts it in deep. Regula around the boards to Bud Colson. He loses that. It's centered in front and a nice play. And here comes Leon Draisaitl, potential breakaway. He's going to try and cut in front, but he's going to get stopped up. Tries to center it, and Calgary will steal that. Here's Frost now. He'll give that puck in front. Oh, good defensive play by Bud Colson. He took a sure chance away from the Calgary Flames. Nice defensive play by Bud Colson there. Roslovic tries to throw a hit, but just bounces off of his man. Here's Regula now in the far corner of his own zone. That's going to come to Trent Frederick, who's back in the lineup after being healthy scratched for a game. So we'll see how Trent Frederick responds after being taken out of the lineup earlier this week. He did not play against Vegas, but he's back in for Curtis Lazar today. Here's Lomberg. He'll send it in deep. Calgary trying to get the cycle going. Stastny will go after Lomberg. Lomberg centers it out in front, picked off by Stastny, and it comes to Trent Frederick. Here's Janmark now with a ton of speed. He'll chip and chase. Janmark goes into the corner against Ball. He'll play it to Anderson. Anderson with a high flip to the neutral zone. And that's going to come to Emberson. Emberson watches it fall in front of him, spins away from a check, throws it up the right wing boards. Mangiapane through the neutral zone. That gets by everybody, and that's not going to be icing. And no, never mind. They are going to say icing. Okay. Thought that they were going to wave that off, but I guess not. Can I be a healthy scratch, please? I don't want to play with Rico. Oh, I wish they'd healthy scratch Rico. Except Adam Henrique can still penalty kill, so there is value there. What's up, Silver Merlin? New sub, just an update from section 122 at Rogers. The vibes are high. Hey, that's awesome. Enjoy the game, my friend. Here's a shot that's blocked in front. Puck comes to Savoy. He'll play it in deep, and Mangiapane chases after it. Day 344 of asking for a Rainbow Six Siege stream. I'll get back into Siege at some point, maybe. Go, Frederick. Yeah, exactly. Here's Bouchard for the Oilers. I forgot to start the timer. Here's a shot by McDavid, and that's an easy save for Dustin Wolf. When does Wallman return? I'm not sure what Wallman's timeline is. I imagine he'll be back first week of January. I can't remember what Chris Knobloch said about Wallman, but probably not until January. I don't think. So Adam Henrique went down the tunnel. He blocked a shot, and he was wincing in a little bit of pain. I'm sure he'll be okay, but Dustin Wolf? No, that was Vladar. Vladar's in Philly. Used to play for Calgary. Going to Legoland tomorrow. There you go. They're going to redo that face-off in the Flames' end here. No, all good, all good. Off the face-off, Oilers will work the cycle now. Around the boards, Nugent-Hopkins chases after it to Bouchard. Nice play to McDavid. He'll walk in, centers it to Hyman. Would have liked a shot from Connor there. He was in a good spot. Tried to find Hyman for the one-timer, but Calgary will steal it. Here's Zary with ball. Played across to their blue line. Ekholm will steal it. He'll give it to Bouchard. Oh, Bouchard in front of his net. What a giveaway. Good defensive play by Ekholm, though. I don't know what Bouchard was doing on that pass attempt, but nice play by Ekholm to recover. No harm. No shot against. It's all good, folks. It's all good. Just a vintage Bouchard giveaway. Edmonton trying to keep the puck alive in the Flames' end, but they'll go for their change. Calgary will reset. Hey, what's going on, Gold? Good to see you again. Here's Alec Regula. Good steal. He'll throw it up the right boards to Draisaitl. Finds Roslovic. He's checked off the puck at the Flames blue line. Stolen by Leon once again. Nice backhand pass to Podkolzin. And Podkolzin will send it in deep against Weegar. Podkolzin, he's checking his man. Puck comes to Roslovic now. Roslovic reverses behind the Flames goal. Oh, and Podkolzin takes a hard hit there. Podkolzin in on the forecheck, trying to come up with it. Good defensive play by Calgary. And Huberdeau gives it to Frost. Frost across the ice, into the middle. Frost trying to get a shot off, centers it to Huberdeau. Good defensive play, another shot. Good save by Ingram. And here comes a 2-on-1 for the Oilers. Here's Podkolzin. He'll try and get through. And Podkolzin, he was checked by the Flames. It looked like a 2-on-1, but Calgary was in the middle of a change. So Podkolzin tried to split the defense. Good defensive play there, though. I don't want that version of Bouchard. Hopefully that's his only bad giveaway tonight. Emberson through the middle, deflected in. Trent Frederick will chase after it. Puck through the neutral zone. Here come the Flames now. 3-on-2. Lomberg. He'll flip it in deep. And a play by Klapka around the corner to the blue line. Calgary trying to get a puck towards the goal here. Checked by a couple of Oilers. Good defense there by Edmonton. Way to pressure the forwards, and Emberson will get it to Janmark. Janmark drops to Frederick. Frederick with a shot, and that goes off the shoulder of Wolf. Good shot by Frederick. I like to see that. Puck in the Oilers zone. Bouchard checks Klapka. Shot attempt by the Flames doesn't make it. Ball now towards the goal. Deflects wide as well. Trent Frederick grabs the puck, spins away from trouble. Here's Evan Bouchard now. 13:35 to play here in the first period. Shots are 4-2. Well, I have the shots as 4-2. I'm going to track my own shots. I'm not listening to Sportsnet shots. Here's Connor McDavid with a ton of speed here through the neutral zone. McDavid red hot, 26 points in his last 10 games. Here's Hyman with a shot, and that goes off the outside of the net. Connor McDavid now plays it to the blue line. Evan Bouchard with a shot, save. Rebound, Nugent Hopkins scores. Ryan Nugent Hopkins with a flyby screen grabs the Bouchard rebound, and that makes it 1-0 Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins continues his really strong play here. Great job by Nuge. Let's go. Initial shot by Hyman went wide. McDavid played it to Bouchard. Bouchard with the shot. Wolf can't handle the rebound. Nugent Hopkins grabs it, and he puts that into the open net. Nothing Wolf could do there. Nice job by Nugent Hopkins. Beautiful, beautiful goal. And Connor McDavid remains red hot. That is Connor McDavid's 27th point in his last 11 games. 27 points and counting here. So the Oilers off to a strong start once again in their cream uniforms. They're going to get in on the forecheck again. Mangiapane now checked off the puck. Thrown through the neutral zone. Coleman with a high flip behind the Oilers' goal. It comes into the middle. Darnell Nurse will pick it up. Nurse with speed. He'll send it into the Flames zone, and that's going to be icing. And Darnell Nurse just inexplicably iced the puck. I'm not sure what he was doing there, but there's no reason for Nurse to have iced that. All right. Hey, what's going on, Liam? Good to see you again. All right, 12:49 to go here in the first period. Darnell Nurse just iced the puck for literally zero reason, but as long as the team wins the face-off here, no harm, no foul. Coronado kicked out of the face-off dot. Frost comes in to take it against Henrique. Frost will win it. Comes to Weegar. Weegar gives it to Coronado. Coronado with a shot, and that's a high flipping way out of play. And we'll have our first commercial break as the Oilers get on top early once again. Nice goal from Nugent Hopkins, assisted by Bouchard and Connor McDavid. And Berserker Earl with 5 gifted memberships. Who all got a membership? D2C, Hydronomics, Graham, Modest Crow, and Sodium Poisoning, all receiving a gift membership. Thank you so much. Berserker Earl, who not only gifted 5 memberships, but also sent a $300 super chat. So my goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Berserker Earl. If you got a gifted membership, congrats. What is a gifted membership, or what does any membership gift get you actually? A badge next to your name, highlighted comments. Sometimes I upload videos for members to see early, and some other goodies here and there. Every goal tonight is 5 gifted. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, The power of cream, my friend. As much as I'd like to see the Oilers put up 10, I don't know. You've already spent a lot, so I can't ask for much more. Do I own any memberships? I do not. I paid those out earlier this month, I believe. I think against Toronto, I paid out what I owed. Let's light the lamp. Get all the goals tonight. Yes, that's right. Alrighty. Just taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. I wanted to see where the Bruins were at. They're down 3-2 to Montreal, which is a shame. Darn it all. I got a new TV for this game. 98 inches. Oh my goodness gracious. You should have got 100. I think 98's a little too small. I think 100 inches is like the sweet spot. That's wild, man. That's like a dream television for me. I don't know where I'd put a 98-inch television, though. That's huge. Too small. Oh, no. Is it an OLED? Please tell me it's at least an OLED. You get that nice crystal clear, true blacks, popping visuals. And then you get to watch Sportsnet's pixelated streams. Just got back from a restaurant for supper. I hope it was delicious. Edmonton will get the puck in their own zone here. Evan Bouchard breaks up the cycle. And then he'll play it to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl protects the puck, enters the Flame zone, backhands it across the ice. That's stolen by Frost, and he'll give that puck to Coleman. Coleman skates through the middle of the ice. Rozovic trying to check his man. Good defense by the Oilers here. Nice job by Stastny. Did not allow Frost to cut into the middle of the ice there. Podkolzin, he'll flip it up the left boards. And Janmark's doing everything he can to get to that puck, but he can't grab it. Yeah, I'm with you. If the Jays sign Bo and Tucker, absolutely. Here's Max Jones with a shot towards the goal, and good save by Dustin Wolf. Here's a wraparound attempt by Jones, and another save by Dustin Wolf. And the Calgary Flames, they're going to enter the Oilers zone offside with 11:11 to play. Crazy. Max Jones, man. He does not want to go back to Bakersfield. Oh, you literally just got it. Like, literally just got that TV. That's wild, man. You just watched I'm Better. Don't worry, Savoy. You're going to get lots of opportunity, I promise. You're just getting started in your career. All right, I guess I can end this poll, hey? It came on a pallet. I'm not surprised. I know someone that works at Visions Electronics, and yeah, deliveries like that are wild. Yeah, Merry Christmas, my friend. Nice big TV. Here's a shot by McDavid. Rebound in front. Oh, my goodness. Nugent Hopkins couldn't put it into the open net. Jeez Louise. And here's Kadri across. Nugent Hopkins will bump him off the puck. And that's going to be sent down the ice. That's an icing on the Oilers. With 10:34 to go. I keep forgetting to set the the clock here. Oh, Nugent Hopkins almost tucked it there. Nice shot by McDavid. Nugent Hopkins, the puck was bouncing on his backhand. If he has an under 95 save percentage, oh no. That is quite the standard that I don't think is very fair to anyone, Knobloch or Ingram. There's a shot towards Ingram off of his glove or blocker into the corner, but Calgary maintains possession and pressure. Centered it out in front. Huberdeau to Frost. Frost back to Huberdeau. Huberdeau into the middle, stolen by Nugent Hopkins. That comes out of the zone, and McDavid, he'll go for a change, actually. McDavid looked like he wanted to chase after it, but he went, I'm going to go to the bench. Ingram does look big. I don't know if it's the equipment or just how he, stands. But he does look big. Oh, puck's through the middle of the ice. Backhanded into the Oilers zone. Nice defensive play by Bouchard. Steals that. Roslovic gives it to Podkolzin. Here comes Podkolzin. Gives it to Draisaitl. Tries to send it across to Roslovic. Ekholm to Roslovic now. Cycled around to Draisaitl. Here's Bouchard with a shot. Bounces in front. Wolf has to make a save. Here's Bouchard again. Bouchard's kind of feeling it here. Well, never mind. As soon as I say that, he put the puck in a couple Flames' feet. And here is the play now. Podkolzin loses it for a moment. Ekholm will skate it forward. Puck lost by Ekholm. Oh, man, nice play by Mangiapane. He's trying to get in on his own. Oh, that's a hold on... I mean, how did Ball not get a penalty there? Ball literally reached around, grabbed Mangiapane, but the ref said, no, I'm not calling that. It's right in front of me, but I'm not calling that. I refuse. Edmonton's power play is too good. We can't call the obvious ones. And that's an easy save by Ingram with about 9 minutes to go here. Do you ever make it up to Edmonton? Every now and then I have an extra ticket, could use a buddy. I don't go to Edmonton super often, but when I do go to Edmonton, I usually try and inform the fans, especially if I go to a game. That way I can at least try and meet a few of you during the intermissions. Hey, what's going on, Mitch? I'm doing very good. How are you? I'm on Christmas break from school, back to school on January 5th. Enjoy your break, even though the weather is kind of cold and ugly right now if you live in Alberta, but enjoy your Christmas break. You all deserve it. You all deserve to have a fantastic Christmas. Thank you so much, Kira. Good to see you again. Merry Christmas to you as well. I used to have like an overlay, like Christmas lights overlay, and I couldn't find it today. I wanted to make it like look festive on my stream, but I'm at the game. It's so fun. There you go, Meepy. Very nice. Oh, I love it. I love it, Kira. Nuge is heating up right now. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mitch. Thank you. What's up, Amber? Good to see you again. Merry Christmas Eve. Very white Christmas in Alberta. I remember a couple years ago, at least where I live, there was no snow on the ground on Christmas morning. It was very strange. First time ever in my life that happened. But not this time. Where did I hide the reverse retro 1.0? It's here. It's just sitting on a chair behind me. I don't have enough room to hang it up right now. Yeah, the Red Deer Rebels. Yeah, I did see that snowfall warning. Stay safe, stay warm, folks. If you don't have to drive, definitely don't drive on those roads. Not worth it sometimes. Here's a check by Ball on Savoy. Savoy can't come up with it. Ball behind the Oilers' net. Here's Kevin Ball for the Flames. Cycles it, centered, and the puck bounces off the outside of the net. Emberson will come up with it. Henrique back on the ice after leaving for a moment earlier in this game. Puck through the middle of the ice. Here's Adam Henrique. Rico towards the net. Easy save for Dustin Wolf. That's true, Dr. Samich. That's true. Here's a shot on goal. Good save by Ingram with 8:12 to play. So the Oilers doing a pretty good job keeping things to the outside. Ingram hasn't really been tested this period, and that's a good sign. That means Edmonton is very committed right now. Enough people just know arena. I gotcha. I mean, BCHL is still pretty good. Is that the equivalent of like the AJHL in Alberta? Defensive zone draw for the Oilers. Top line out for Edmonton. Off the draw. Edmonton will win it. Nice job by Regula. He plays it forward. Puck along the half wall. Hyman's knocked down. No call. Kuznetsov continues to keep the play alive. Nurse will send it across to Regula, though. Here's Zach Hyman. He tries to get it in deep, but that's checked by the Flames. And here's Farabee. He'll send it in deep. Sharangovich chases after it against Regula. And now Kadri has it. Loses it to Regula. Alec Regula up the right boards to Hyman. Hyman up the middle, just out of the reach of Nugent-Hopkins. Good defensive play by Nurse in the neutral zone. He'll throw it to Zach Hyman with some speed. Stops up, trying to play it back to Nugent-Hopkins again. Zach Hyman, not great with the puck handling right now. We'll give Hyman a few shifts to get going, warm up. Here's McDavid, protects with one hand, sends it back to the blue line. Here's Emberson and McDavid. McDavid has a point already tonight, 27 in his last 11 games, and counting. Puck around the boards. Here's Hyman on his backhand behind the Flames net. He hits his own man. Looks like Max Jones is in front. Centers it to Hyman with a shot. What a save by Wolf. Whoa, Jones set up Hyman. Hyman went backhand, and Wolf made a great save, point blank. Wow. Hyman almost made it 2-0. Nice job by Max Jones to get in on the forecheck there, too. Here's Trent Frederick now. He's in his own end. Finds Stastny. The wall. Oilers will get it out. Here's Ball for the Flames. Ball spins around from a check. He'll play it to his D partner, and now up through the middle of the ice. Beecher in front. Klapka towards the Oilers' goal with 6:21 to play. That's an easy save for Connor Ingram, and there's some rough stuff after the whistle. I think they're all wishing each other a Merry Christmas and, exchanging some gifts with their fists. Well, Boston made it 3-2 at the end of the second, and then they said goalie interference, even though it was Slavkovsky running into his own goalie, but Jones' legacy game, no kidding. Why am I always getting a knuckle sandwich? Come on. What did I do to deserve that? Technically, he had a 900 against Vegas. They gave him 2 more saves after the game, so he finished with a 903. But yes, I agree. 900 just in general is very nice. Off the defensive zone draw, won by the Oilers. Ekholm trying to play it up the middle. That's stolen for a moment, but Calgary, they'll take it back. Kadri with a hard rim, picked off by Ekholm. Bouchard in front of his net to Draisaitl. Backhand pass to Podkolzin. Puck comes to Rozovic now. Rozovic spins and protects. Down low behind the Flames net. Draisaitl on the forecheck to Bouchard. Trying to get it to Draisaitl. Weegar against Podkolzin. Nice forecheck by Podkolzin and Rozovic. What a pass by Rozovic to Bouchard here. Into the middle for Draisaitl. Draisaitl, he'll play that to Ekholm, and that just went under the stick of Ekholm, and the Oilers have to reset. Here's Stastny behind his net. He'll play it up the boards. Mangiapane into the middle. Finds Savoy. Savoy now. Nice move. Backhand. He's being tied up a little bit. Adam Henrique trying to get it, but that goes over his stick. And that ball has been all over the place for the Calgary Flames. Oh, man. There's a baseball swing by Darnell Nurse. Keeps the puck alive. Into the Flames zone. Mangiapane's knocked down. Can't come up with it. Here's Stastny for the Oilers. Chases after it. No ice. Here's Stastny behind his net, waiting for the Oilers to make a change here. Stastny skates it forward. Up the middle. Darnell Nurse along the half wall, just out of the reach of Hyman. And the Flames will grab it now. Hanley fires it in. Along the boards, McDavid just out of his reach. Oh, he will get through, and he's going to come up on a 3-on-2. Here's McDavid now. He'll stop up, falls on an invisible banana peel, and puck will come up the ice. Nice defensive play by Bouchard on Zary. Zary continues to pressure Bouchard, but Bouchard doing a good job, not giving him a lane here. Bouchard in front, Hyman off of his feet. Puck kept alive by Calgary now. Hyman had a chance to move it, and he didn't get it out. Puck through the middle. Here's a shot, and they score. Calgary ties it in front. Zary with the tip. Hyman had it on his stick, and he did not do anything with the puck. I thought Bouchard defensively played that properly, but Hyman with an opportunity to, he was down low to support, and he couldn't get anything going there. So it is a tie game with 4:02 to play. Oh, went off Darnell Nurse. Goes off of Darnell Nurse's chest. Damn. That sucks. No one's blaming Bouchard on that one. It went off of Darnell Nurse. Bouchard made a good play to get it to Hyman, and then Hyman did nothing with it. That allowed Calgary to keep it alive. I mean, I don't know what you want Bouchard to do there. And then the puck goes off of Nurse and in. Hey, Amber, thank you. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate that. And Wheat Potato with the $5 super chat. Christmas wishes. Thanks for all the content. Every family member is an avid enjoyer daily. Hey, I appreciate that. Say hi to everyone in your family for me. Thank you very much. Hey, what's going on, Everett? Good to see you again. Oilers in on the forecheck. Trent Frederick. Calgary just tied it. Shot from the point. A win off of Darnell Nurse's chest and into the net. Kind of an unlucky one. Yeah, exactly. Double screen in front off of Nurse's chest. What do you do? Here's Draisaitl. He'll play it up the middle to Rozovic. Rozovic with speed on the forehand. Good shot and a good save by Dustin Wolf. Shots are 11-5 Edmonton. I do like mint ice cream. Mint chocolate. Delicious. It's 6-2 Habs. Oh my God. Well, it looks like Mochi has decided to leave. So I will turn off the cat cam for now. But I say the Podkolzin trade is top 5-6 trade in the McDavid era. Yeah, I would say so. The Ekholm trade might be like close to number 1 in the McDavid era. Wallman was a good trade as long as he can stay healthy. Mochi rage quit. Yeah, she took one look at Darnell Nurse and went, you know what? I'm out of here. Fighting demons on the bench. Cookies and cream? Okay. Cookies and cream is good too. But my go-to at Dairy Queen for a Blizzard is literally just cherry sauce. I will literally ask, hey, I just want a Blizzard with cherry sauce. And only cherry sauce with the ice cream. That's it. Really good. Top tier, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. I mean, Draisaitl is, 15 assists in his last 8 games, almost 2 points per game. But yeah, he does have to get in the goal scoring department soon here. You always want to fight. I don't want to fight you. I agree. Brownie or cookie dough Blizzard is goated. Yeah, that's kind of the go-to for a couple of my friends. That's what they like. Well, because the Leafs are Canada's team, right? Their logo is literally a Canadian maple leaf. No, Leon doesn't have any points tonight that I'm aware of. Off the offensive zone face-off. Puck will be thrown into the middle. Here's Coleman. Bouchard on his backhand. Up the board. Stolen by Coleman. Podkolzin. He checks. I mean, Podkolzin had to take a penalty there. That's unfortunate. It's a penalty to Vasily Podkolzin. The Oilers will be shorthanded with 2:50 to go here in the first period. Yeah, I saw that. I heard it. I watched the game earlier. When they got the empty netter, they were like spamming that goal horn over and over really fast. Ooh, score. Score is really good. All right, 30th ranked power play in the league for Calgary. So they're going to try and get something going here. Puck in front, centered. Here's a shot. Good save by Ingram as he had to come out and make a save. Here's another shot. That's blocked in front by Henrique. And Ingram doesn't have a stick. Crowd is reacting to something. Ingram doesn't have a stick. Calgary continues to cycle. Here's Kadri with a shot in front, blocked by Emberson. Puck to the blue line to Anderson, and that'll come out of the zone. And the Oilers will get at least 2 players changed. Looks like their forwards that got changed. A puck into the middle. Here's a shot, and that goes wide. Calgary trying to come up with it. Here's McDavid with speed. Connor McDavid, he's going to get by Anderson on a breakaway. Oh, and that's got to be a penalty shot, right? That's got to be a penalty shot. Nugent Hopkins steals it. Here's Nugent Hopkins with a shot, and that's a stop by Wolf. And is that going to be no penalty shot, really? That should have been a penalty shot, man. I don't know. Should have been a penalty shot. I thought McDavid wasn't able to get a proper shot off there, but slashing penalty to Anderson. It'll be 4-on-4 for the next 56 seconds. I mean, that should be a penalty shot. I don't know why the ref wouldn't call that. That's clear. What a slash on his wrist, man. That's horrible. Look at Anderson. Jeez Louise. All right. 4-on-4 for 56 seconds. Anderson with the slash on McDavid. I don't know about that, though. All right, Rozovic will take the faceoff. He's out there with Matthew Savoy. Let's see if they can do something 4-on-4 here. Flames. They'll skate it forward. 4-on-4 for the next 45 seconds, and then the Oilers will have an abbreviated power play of their own. Here's Backlund for the Flames. Backlund works his way into the middle with a shot. That goes off the post. Oh, and Ingram has to make a save afterward. He has to hold on to it. A shot from distance beat Ingram. It went off the goalpost, and then Ingram just falls on it and kills the play with 34 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Oh, I would. If I was skating towards an empty net, I would slap it. Oh, went off of Ingram's blocker. Like, it went off of his arm. Ingram technically made a save there. Didn't even know where it was. Off the face-off, Edmonton will come up with it. Here's Evan Bouchard. Up the left wing, Draisaitl tips it to McDavid. Here's Draisaitl with McDavid. McDavid walks in with a shot, and that's stopped by Dustin Wolf. 16 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Ref was just like, yeah, nah. Yeah, the officiating's been really weird lately in the NHL. Not just this game. I've watched a couple games today, and like, I don't know. Everyone's thinking about Christmas, apparently. They're not. No one has their heads in the game right now. Off the face-off. Oilers lose it. Flames will skate it up the ice. Edmonton with a power play in 8 seconds. Draisaitl, he is hounding his man on the forecheck. And here comes Draisaitl. Now he'll enter the Flame zone. Draisaitl gets around Backlund into the middle. Here's a shot from Nugent Hopkins. That's stopped by Wolf, who had to make a reactionary save and then cover it. Didn't know that there was a rebound at his feet. How was our power play first in the league? Everyone has been contributing. Nugent Hopkins, Draisaitl, except for lately. McDavid's been scoring more. Hyman. Would like a goal from Leon, though. He's been snake bitten. Off the face-off, here's Bouchard now. Deflected in front. Nugent Hopkins just out of his reach. Kept alive by Bouchard. Keeps the puck alive. Hyman just out of his reach. Here's Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. He'll give it to Connor McDavid. McDavid through the middle, across to Nugent Hopkins. To McDavid. McDavid with it. Centers it out in front. Draisaitl scores! Finally, Leon Draisaitl on the power play. What a setup. Was that Hyman that set him up or Nugent Hopkins? What a great pass. Finds Draisaitl wide open and Draisaitl makes no mistake. He finally scores his first goal in 9 games. That's a fantastic goal for Leon Draisaitl. So Bouchard gave it to McDavid, and then McDavid skated it into the Flame zone. Nugent Hopkins played it back, and then it came into the middle. Nice pass by Hyman. What a backhand pass by Hyman to find Draisaitl there, wide open. That's a beautiful pass. Franklin, come here, bud. Franklin's biting my feet right now. Leon Draisaitl gets his first goal in 9 games, and his first on the power play in what feels like forever. Calgary trying to get one going late here. Puck is flown up in the middle of the ice, and the period will come to an end. Oilers will take a lead to the second, and Adam Henrique's having some words with Anderson. Mangiapane steps in. Huberdeau. Darnell Nurse is trying to grab ball now. Nurse wants a piece of someone. But the Oilers, they deserve the lead after the first period. I thought they were playing really good hockey for the most part. Hi, Franklin. All right, guys, I'm going to bring Franklin up. Oh. Say hi to everyone, Franklin. Hey, you want to say hi to everyone? Say hi to everyone, Franklin. Also, Berserker with the 5 gifted memberships. You got Bake, Baby Boy, Mostly Sorry, Zach, and Z Bands, who all got a gifted membership. Thank you so much. Yeah, not snake bitten anymore. Does Franklin have a cam? He does not, but I might have to get him one. He doesn't usually hang out with me when I'm streaming, but he wants my attention tonight. Franklin. He's literally the biggest baby on the planet. Hi, buddy. He just really wants attention right now. What do I think of Savoy? I love Savoy. I think Savoy deserves a bit more ice time than what he gets. I would like to see him play with someone not named Adam Henrique. Are the Orange Cats really crazy? They're very friendly. They have a lot of personality. I gotta let Franklin go for now. Honestly, yeah. I mean, they haven't been like amazing games over the past couple of years, but yeah, I would say for the most part, Battle of Alberta games are a pretty solid time. The nightmare ended for Boston. They lost 6-2. That is cringe. Man, look at Buffalo. Buffalo's won 7 in a row, by the way. 7 wins in a row for the Buffalo Sabres. All right, let's take a look at the money puck, and then we'll take a look at the box stats, and then I'll take a 5-minute break, all right? So I'm just getting everything set up on my screen. Boo. Where are we? Here it is. We'll go open up Game Center. Commenting. Depends what you tried to say. There is moderation filters. Frank Leon. Literally gonna wake my cat up to hug her. Frank the Tank. Hey, what's going on, Sean? Good to see you. Big day plan tomorrow. We're going to Home Depot. Look at that. All right, folks. Nugent Hopkins got things going. By the way, shots in that period were 15-8 in favor of the Oilers. Overall, a very solid period of hockey, at least in my opinion. Oilers with a power play goal. Flames went 0 for 1 on their only power play. Face-off percentage was very much in the Flames' favor, though. Nugent Hopkins got things going, assisted by Bouchard and McDavid. Puck was kept alive. Nugent Hopkins around to McDavid. He gave the puck to Bouchard, who shot it. And then, Nugent Hopkins just gets himself into an area. Bit of miscommunication between Anderson and Ball there on defense for the Flames. Nugent Hopkins was wide open, and he puts it into the open net. And then Leon Draisaitl on the power play. McDavid brings the puck in. It's going to be worked to the half wall. Nugent Hopkins back to McDavid. And then Zach Hyman with just a beautiful no-look backhand pass. And nice finish from Leon Draisaitl. His 18th goal of the year, his first goal in 9 games. Kat recently passed, over 22 years old. She used to do those chin-chins. That's all I was saying. Oh, I gotcha. Very sorry. Very sorry for your loss. It's always painful, right? But you give them the best life imaginable. Hey, I appreciate that, Yeti. I hope you're doing well tonight. Penalty summary that period. Podkolzin, 2 minutes for holding Blake Coleman, and then Anderson, 2 minutes for slashing Connor McDavid. Would have liked the penalty shot, but you know what? The Oilers scored on the power play anyway, so it didn't matter. Canucks or Flames? I mean, technically the Flames, like Battle of Alberta will always like have that extra edge to it, in my opinion. For a while though, like Vancouver looked like they were going to be a bigger rival, like at least the last couple of years, but both Calgary and Vancouver, they're in the middle of retools, rebuilds, whatever you want to call them. Time on ice, McDavid led all forwards in time on ice with 7:03. Frederick 3:24. He gets healthy scratch, and then he has the least amount of ice time that period for Edmonton. Bouchard had the most ice time for the Oilers defense. He had a point, plus minus of 0. Nurse was a -1. The first goal for Calgary went off of Nurse's chest and in. I come for the Cats and stay for the hockey. You know what? I would also come for the Cats as well. Calgary is one of those teams where, like, once they get a couple high-end pieces, Calgary just desperately needs a couple really high-end pieces, whether it's for their forward group or their defense, although Zane Perrick is going to be amazing, in my opinion. Oh, broken stick. I'm watching the highlights of the Bruins and Habs. That's crazy. All right, folks, I'm going to let y'all hang out with Chair for a little bit. I got to go rest my voice, grab some water, maybe grab a quick little snack, and then I will come back, all right? I'm better than Perrick. Can't say I cheer against the Flames like most of Alberta when we play each other. I want Calgary to be really good because that playoff series in 2022 was unbelievable. So much fun. Same with Vancouver. That playoff series in 2024 was an absolute blast. Like, I want these teams to be good. I want rivalries to be strong. Get out of here, Unk. Hit the like button on the live stream if you haven't hit the like button yet, by the way. I don't know how many likes we want to get tonight. But if you haven't hit the like button yet, definitely hit the like button, okay? All right. Enjoy Chair. Alrighty. I am back, folks. What'd I miss? What's going on? Think Freddie's a complete lost cause. Oh, no. Everyone spam Taco Bell. What? Taco Bell spam my toilet bowl today? That's funny. Airdrie. I see Airdrie. Not going to say who is in Airdrie, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty close to where I live. Same 3 or 4 always scoring for the Oilers, just sickening. I would like some depth scoring, that's for sure. Yeah, McTavish, he usually during intermissions at home games, he'll jump on. I like Craig McTavish. He's usually pretty insightful. He's a pretty calm presence on the broadcasts. Well, Calgary and Edmonton could never meet in the finals just with the current setup because you can't have 2 Western teams in the final. But conference final, on the other hand, that would be crazy. That would be very entertaining. It would be a bloodbath. He was GM of Edmonton for like 2 years. And then they fired him when they won the McDavid sweepstakes. Why do they keep sitting Tomaszek? I don't know. I think Chris Knobloch hates Tomaszek. Tomaszek must be friends with Jeff Skinner, and Knobloch doesn't like that. Yamamoto, dude. He did draft Draisaitl at 3rd overall. I think Craig McTavish, if he had been given another year or so as GM of the Oilers, I like his mindset. He wanted to get into the analytics back when nobody was really super into them. Unfortunately, he never got that chance. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing, baby. Shout out for you, Austin, for all you do for Oilers hockey. Hey, I appreciate that, John. Thank you. And thank you all for being the best fans on the planet. Hey, what's going on, Swag? Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. We are back for the second period, folks. Puck is going to be sent into the Oilers zone. Oilers up 2-1 on Calgary. Goals from Nugent Hopkins and Draisaitl. Nugent Hopkins was 5-on-5. Draisaitl was on the power play. Connor McDavid has 2 more points. He continues his absolute torrid pace. And here comes Stastny with a ton of speed. Stastny left wing. He shoots off the outside of the net. Bounces in front. Oh, and just out of the reach of, looked like Henrique maybe? I don't know who was following that up. Calgary will send that in deep now. Along the boards, it's going to be sent into the neutral zone by Mangiapane. Henrique will go for a change. Calgary will try and take advantage of that. Here comes Huberdeau. Jonathan Huberdeau plays it to the blue line. Here's a shot that's blocked in front by Savoy, and Leon Draisaitl with speed. He'll chip it by ball. Leon Draisaitl on his backhand with a backhand, and that's an easy save by Wolf. Draisaitl's being cut off from the play. The Flames trying to move it up into the neutral zone. Draisaitl protects for a moment, and is there going to be a penalty on Calgary? Looks like a hook. Looks like the Oilers are going to get a power play with 18:52 to go. Number 27, Coronado for Calgary going to the box here. Hey, what's going on, B-Boy? All right, Oilers have already converted on 1 power play. They look to add to their total. Let's make this count. We need that big PP. Oh, yeah, that's a clear hooking penalty there. If they didn't call that, that would have been wild. Off the face-off, Draisaitl wins it back to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard now. Nugent Hopkins. McDavid bounces over his stick. He recovers, though, and plays it back to Nugent Hopkins at the blue line. Across to Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins, middle of the ice, steps into the middle. Weak shot, saved by Wolf. Puck comes to Draisaitl now. Here's McDavid, spins away from ball. On his backhand to Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Back to McDavid. Nugent Hopkins with a one-timer, and that goes high and over the net. Draisaitl will play it to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard now for the Oilers. to Draisaitl. Oilers looking to get set up once again. Draisaitl. Bouchard looking for the one-timer. Puck in his feet. Bouchard recovers. Bouchard to Draisaitl. He'll spin it down low to McDavid. McDavid in front to Draisaitl, and he scores! Draisaitl's got 2 goals on the night. His second power play goal of the game. 3-1 Edmonton with 18:01 to play. And Draisaitl's on hat-trick watch. Connor McDavid has 3 points already. And the power of the cream continues for an Edmonton team. They cannot be stopped in these jerseys. Nice play, give and go. Draisaitl to McDavid, back to Draisaitl. You love to see that. Nice setup. Draisaitl just gets himself into an open area, and there's not much Dustin Wolf can do there. Ball, he is just in no man's land. Didn't take McDavid, didn't take Draisaitl, and he makes him pay. That is another 5 gifted memberships from Berserker Earl. We got Zayden, Borney, Houston Canuck, Scally, and Parker all getting a gifted membership. Thank you so much once again to Berserker Earl. If you've got a gifted membership tonight from Berserker Earl, make sure you thank them. Berserker Earl, just incredibly kind and generous tonight. Truly appreciate that. The Cream Dream. The Dream Cream Team. And yeah, Calgary's got to stay out of the box. Shots are 18-7 in favor of the Oilers right now. I dream of the Cream Team. They got to make these jerseys full-time, man. I'm petitioning the team to make these their full-time home sweaters. Puck is going to be sent up the boards. It's in the Oilers zone. Centered. Nice play by Henrique. Mangiapane will send it up the ice. Leon Draisaitl is on hat-trick watch. Connor McDavid has 3 points tonight as he continues his absolutely ridiculous pace. He's now at 29 points in his last 11 games. It's just, I've never seen McDavid this possessed before. Here come the Flames now, 3-on-2 through the neutral zone. Puck sent towards Ingram, and that's an easy save by Ingram with 17:05 to play. And we've got 5 gifted memberships from Amber. Thank you so much. Sway got a gifted membership. SS got one. Alec Baldwin. Welcome in. Welcome back, Baldwin. Icy and Jennifer Verhage. Congrats on getting your gifted memberships. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The community is just unbelievable tonight with how much you're all giving back, giving to each other. The gifted memberships, thank you all so much. The officials are talking with the scorekeeper. I think there's a few seconds that ran off the clock. I think they're trying to figure out how much time to put back on. The best thing for Ingram is cream. Leon could catch up to Curry this season. I missed with the stats where I don't know how far behind he is Yari Curry. If Freddie gets a goal, that's 20 subs, mark it down. That's like me with the Janmark hat trick. If Janmark gets a hat trick, I buy his jersey. Off the face-off, Calgary wins it. 17:02 to play. Shot towards the goal, blocked by Bouchard. Draisaitl will pick it up. Draisaitl, he'll spin away from a trouble and reset. Here's Leon Draisaitl now. Up the right wing, finds Roslovic. Roslovic checked off the puck, but the Oilers do a good job to support. Here's Roslovic, plays it back to Bouchard. Bouchard hangs on. Oilers looking to restart their breakout. Bouchard up the middle, Draisaitl. Trying to get it to Roslovic, and that goes past his feet. Calgary will maintain possession. There's a whistle. Offside, I think, on the Flames. Stop with the hand market possession. Would Tomashek, Henrique, and Savoy pair well? I mean, they can't be any worse than what they currently have. That is true, Kira. And Ingram even said it in his interview the other day, where the NHL is just a bit more predictable. It's easier for him to kind of predict what's going to happen, whereas opposed to the AHL where it's a bit more chaotic. David with the $5 super chat. How are we feeling about Jari, Ingram instead of Pickard? I'm ready to move on completely from the tandem of the last few years. I'm with you, David. I'm with you. When Jari is healthy, if Ingram can show that he can hang at the NHL level, and so far he's been able to, very small sample for Ingram, but we'll see. And Sarge with the $13.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Sarge. Wow. Y'all are going crazy today with the donations and the support. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's unreal. Offside on the Flames again. It's the jerseys, has to be, right? It is Christmas. That is true. 2 days till Christmas. They should wear their cream jersey in the Stanley. I mean, they have to get there first, but I would not be opposed to that. I don't know if they ever would. I would not be opposed to it, though. Puck in the Oilers zone, played up the boards, out of the reach of Hyman. Calgary keeps the play alive. McDavid will check Backlund. Sent in deep. Bouchard, one hand on his stick, can't come up with it. The Oilers will steal it. Oh, terrible giveaway by McDavid. Puck into the middle of the ice. McDavid got lucky. There was no shot. Oh, and Hyman got absolutely leveled. No call. And here come the Flames. Backlund on a breakaway. Good save by Ingram. Wow. Connor Ingram with a huge save there on Backlund. And here's McDavid. He's going to get hooked. And that's going to be a penalty on the Flames. So 15 to play. Oh, man. And look at Ball. So Ball is just not having a good time right now. Yikes. All right, someone's got to take care of Ball tonight, I think. Ball's been a little too intense. Kevin Ball, man, he's been a bit of a menace. So the officials are talking it over, trying to figure out what the call is here. David with another $5 super chat. You deserve it, Austin. You put a lot of effort in your play-by-play. I'm not even watching the game, just your stream. I appreciate that, David. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hamar with the $1.99. All I want for Christmas is the Battle of Alberta. Yes, please. Okay, so it's going to be 4-on-4. Nugent Hopkins took a slashing penalty to negate the power play. So it's 4-on-4. Yeah, exactly, Slane. Clattenburg would probably have something to say to him. Number 47 for Calgary. Didn't like that penalty by Nugent Hopkins. Oh, man, yeah, Hyman, he took a huge hit from Ball. I don't know if that's interference or not. Hyman had just made a play with the puck. All right, 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes. Draisaitl with McDavid to start. Draisaitl, he's telling everyone where he wants them. Off the face-off. Off the draw, won by Draisaitl. Here's Ekholm to Bouchard. And the Oilers will look to get something going. Draisaitl on his backhand. He's going to get, oh man, Draisaitl gets tripped up there. I don't know if that was a slew foot or if Draisaitl just fell, but Draisaitl can't come up with it. And here comes Ball now. Ball to Kadri across the ice. And the Oilers are going to have a 2-on-1. McDavid with Draisaitl. Here's McDavid. Draisaitl shoots it. One-timer. That goes wide of the net. Oh, Draisaitl almost had the hat trick there. My goodness, that would have been beautiful. Flames will bring it to the Oilers zone. Here's Kadri. Into the middle. Backhand goes wide. And oh, no, it didn't go wide. Ingram saved it. 1:22 to go in the 4-on-4. Yeah, it was a 2-on-1. The Oilers Couldn't convert, though. McDavid, Draisaitl with the... I like the one-timer from Leon there. You might as well just rip it on net if you can. Jeez, that was a good shot from Leon Draisaitl. 1:22 to go in the 4-on-4. Here's Zach Hyman now in his own zone. Calgary trying to come up with it. Here's a shot towards the goal, and that goes wide by the Flames. 1:08 left in the 4-on-4. Minute to go in the 4-on-4 here. Calgary will skate it up the middle of the ice. Here's Frost with a shot and a good save by Connor Ingram. And, oh, yeah, there's... What's going on? Another stick is being whacked. What's going on here? Who's getting the penalty? Looks like Calgary's getting a penalty here. Weegar? Yeah, so Weegar's off. It's a 4-on-3 power play for the Oilers for the next 57 seconds. Oh, look at Weegar tapping the glass. Yeah, there's a 10-minute misconduct for Weegar. Oh, and he's still tapping the glass. Oh, and he's gone. He's gone. Wow. What is Weegar doing? He keeps tapping his stick. Yo, give him multiple penalties here. That's crazy. How many penalty minutes did Weegar just get? See you, Weegar. Night-night. Night-night, buddy. Have a good one. Game misconduct. Yeah, wow. Anderson's having a conversation, but you can't do that. The Oilers are going to have extended power play time here. Weegar just could not compose himself. Listen, it's almost Christmas. Weegar just wanted to get an early shower. I feel that. He wants that turkey dinner. He wants that turkey. He wants the gravy and stuffing. He wanted the early shower. I don't blame him. It's that time of year. You don't want to work anymore. Wow. So Weegar with a double minor and a game misconduct. 14-12 to play. So the Oilers are going to have a 4-on-3 power play for the next 57 seconds. I don't even know how to add all these penalties to my score clock. All right, so this is going to be... Let's see if the Oilers can really take advantage of this. Here's Draisaitl now for the Oilers. He'll give it to Connor McDavid, to Bouchard, 4-on-3. Draisaitl one-timer, and that goes wide of the net. Puck comes back to Bouchard at the blue line. Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid spins away from Anderson. Here's McDavid now, trying to find Draisaitl. Bouchard to Draisaitl. Here's McDavid. Has it. Waits. Looking for a lane. Spins away from Anderson as the Oilers look to reset this one. Here's McDavid with a shot that goes wide. Oh, and it goes off the backboard. Bounces in front, and Dustin Wolf is going to hang on to that. So 12 seconds to go in the 4-on-3, and then the Oilers will have a 5-on-4 for an extended period of time, I think. So yeah, McDavid tried to get the shot off. It went off the outside of the net. Here's McDavid now at the blue line to Draisaitl. Centered it out in front, just out of the reach of Hyman, and it'll be sent down the ice by the Calgary Flames. And the Oilers, only a minute of 5-on-4. I thought it would be longer. Here's Nugent-Hopkins for the Oilers. Enters the Flames zone. Connor McDavid to Draisaitl now. Draisaitl 2 goals on the night. McDavid has 3 points, and Calgary, they'll send that all the way down. Calgary doing a good job so far on the kill. Here's Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl trying to keep the play alive. Bouchard gives it back. Here's Bouchard now to Draisaitl. Across to McDavid. McDavid trying to get by Beecher. McDavid behind the Flames net. Circles in front. Here's Bouchard with a one-timer that goes way high and over the net. Draisaitl to McDavid, right circle. McDavid behind the Flames goal. Centers it. Here's Bouchard with a shot. Rebound in front. Good save by Wolf. McDavid. Oh, what a pass to Draisaitl. And here's a one-timer by Hyman, and that's stopped by Wolf. What a save by Wolf. What a pass by Draisaitl. Puck comes back to McDavid. McDavid spins off a check. On his backhand, trying to get it in front. One-timer towards the goal goes wide. Hyman behind the Flames net. Power plays over. Edmonton with possession and a lot of pressure right now. Here's Draisaitl trying to play it up the boards. Ekholm across to Nurse. Oilers trying to get a change. Beecher doesn't have a stick. Here's a shot. What a save by Wolf on, oh my goodness, Henrique. And another save by Dustin Wolf with 11:41 to play. Adam Henrique is just, his head is in the air. He can't believe that he didn't score there. What a save by Wolf, man. My goodness gracious. And what a pass by Draisaitl. Found Hyman for the one-timer. Wolf read that cleanly. Adam Henrique with the one-timer across, and then Hyman with another opportunity. Wolf with two great saves. I mean, hey, the Oilers, they're getting their looks right now. Yo, Krager99 with the $10. Hello, all from sunny and hot Australia. Thanks, Austin, for the live commentary. Pretty much the only way for me to follow the Oilers over here. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Berserker Earl with the $5. Uyghur was doing his little drummer boy impression for the ref as his festive gift for the ref. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, no. Yeah, Wolf is just, I mean, he's just making some crazy saves right now. That's wild. Hey, you're good, Cecily. You're all good. Not late at all. I hope you're doing well. Are you excited for Christmas? I mean, I would say take tomorrow and Christmas Day off, Erica. You deserve a couple days off. You don't always have to do schoolwork. Oh, I know, Swag. I know. We'll see. You never know. Maybe Jari's the answer. Maybe Ingram's the answer. I did see what Uyghur was doing. Uyghur was, yikes. Cringe. $100 pages of math. What kind of teacher gives that much homework for the holidays? Oh, huge baby. Mackenzie Uyghur, big baby. They could carry 3 goalies. They probably don't want to. I don't think Pickard is someone that they want to keep long-term anymore. No offense to Pickard. He's done what he's supposed to do as a backup goalie, but this season, I think it's time you move on from him. All right, there's going to be an offensive zone face-off for the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl is looking on. Off the face-off, here's Trent Frederick, and Frederick's going to go with Ball. Trent Frederick is going with Kevin Ball. Kevin Ball has been kind of a menace tonight for the Flames, and here's Frederick and Ball. Frederick throws a right, trying to get his left hand freed. Ball with a right. Frederick with a right. Frederick trying to get all... Oh, man, and Trent Frederick with a couple... more punches from Frederick, and I would say Frederick probably came out on top in that one. Ball didn't really throw any punches, just kind of threw Freddie to the ice there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like this Ball guy, this Kevin Ball. I don't like his attitude. I don't like that he threw him down. I think he knew Trent Frederick was about to get that left going, and Ball went, you know what? I'm going to just throw him down and end this fight. Yeah, Trent Frederick, man, Ball didn't really get a chance to throw any punches. Ball definitely didn't really want to go. And you know what I hate, man? Like, just throw a punch. I hate when guys wrestle to the ground like it's WWE. Like, that's not fighting to me. So 11:38 to play here in the second. Trent Frederick with a fighting major. So good to see Frederick engaged there. Good to see him engaged, protecting his teammates. Ball has been kind of a menace this period for the Calgary Flames, and there's been frustration on both sides. And Trent Frederick, he answered the bell, win after Ball. The Oilers will try and keep their pressure alive here. The Oilers have had a ton of chances. Oh, Jones just missed a big check. Puck deflects out of play with 11:25 to go. Yeah, it could. This game could get out of hand here. Could get out of hand. You can see the frustration for Calgary right now. Uyghur's already been kicked out of the game by the officials. Trent Frederick looking at his hands. Hopefully Frederick's okay. Got some blood on his one knuckle. Face off at the Oilers' blue line. Calgary wins it. Puck through the middle of the ice. That's going to be taken by Regula. Alec Regula for the Oilers. Up the middle, Jones finds Janmark. Janmark's checked off the puck, and then he falls. Rozovic can't grab it. What is this line? Rozovic, Jones, and Janmark. This is such an interesting line that Knobloch has put together. After all the penalties, he's trying to get some guys back in the game, I think. Here's Janmark, sends it in deep. Rozovic will chase after it. Puck will be played up the boards through the neutral zone. Huberdeau into the middle. Oh, man. Almost stolen by Janmark. And now he does steal it. Up the middle. Almost found Mangiapane for a breakaway. Wolf will play it to the right boards. Burstovich into the middle. Here's a shot. Good save by Ingram. And then he'll hang on to the rebound. Good save by Ingram. 10:36 to play here in the second. No, Uyghur's gone. They kicked him out of the game. He got a game misconduct for unsportsmanlike. I didn't know Dollany was streaming tonight. Here's a one-timer from the blue line by the Flames. Goes wide. Oilers trying to come up with it behind the net. Stashny to Henrique to Mangiapane. Henrique does a good job to grab that. He'll send the puck into the Flame zone. Henrique will chase after it against Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov up the left boards. Oilers doing a good job pressuring the carrier. Nice back check by Savoy. He's all over his man, but it comes to Anderson for the Flames. Here's Klapka, can't get a shot off. Good defensive play by Henrique, and here comes Mangiapane. Mangiapane spins away from a check. He'll send it in down low, out of the reach of Savoy. Oilers will try and come up with it. Here's McDavid. To the blue line, Bouchard. Ekholm. Back to Bouchard. He'll give it to Connor McDavid. McDavid trying to send it across off the legs of Lomberg. McDavid waiting for another change. The Oilers get most of their top line out. Here's Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. McDavid now to Bouchard. Oilers cycling. Ekholm, Nugent Hopkins. Ekholm, left circle, back to Nugent Hopkins. Connor McDavid, right circle, across. Nugent Hopkins with a shot. That's blocked in front. Wolf couldn't even see it. Here's Ekholm now for the Oilers to Nugent Hopkins. Connor McDavid, battle in front of the net. What a move by McDavid, trying to center it out in front. It's loose. Nobody on Edmonton can grab it. It's in the feet of a couple players. And Klapka will send it to the neutral zone. Ekholm looking to reverse it up. Here's a breakaway for Hyman. Walks in. Saved by Wolf. Oh, my goodness. Zach Hyman had a breakaway. Dustin Wolf with a good save. Nugent Hopkins will skate it through the neutral zone now. He'll send it in deep. He'll chase after it against Burstovich. Stolen by Nugent Hopkins. He'll cut in front, trying to get a shot off. Wolf off of his pad. Along the half wall. Regula to McDavid. Oilers with a ton of zone time right now. McDavid continuing to cycle to Regula. Regula shot towards the goal. It bounces in front off of a leg out of the reach of Nugent Hopkins, and the Flames will send it up the ice. Calgary desperate to get a change here. Good pokes from Darnell Nurse. Calgary, they do keep the play alive in the Oilers zone. Regula throws a check. Calgary in front. Good stick from McDavid. And here comes McDavid with Hyman. 2-on-1. Connor McDavid walks in. In front, Hyman scores! Pretty sure Connor McDavid was on a 2-minute long shift. Finds Hyman on the 2-on-1, and Hyman makes no mistake, makes it 4-1 for the Edmonton Oilers. 4-point night for Connor McDavid. Oh my goodness. And another 5 gifted memberships from Berserker Earl. Hyman had a breakaway earlier that shift, stopped by Wolf, and if Calgary wants to trade these high-danger chances, man, you're throwing your goalie under the bus right now. McDavid did a good job waiting everyone out, finds Hyman, and he tips it past Wolf. There's nothing Wolf can do on that one. Nice feed from McDavid. 4 points for McDavid. Berserker with the 5 gifted. Arsh, Samuel, Edward, Kale, and Brody all getting a gifted membership from Berserker Earl. Congrats if you got one. W's in the chat. Make sure you thank Berserker Earl. Berserker Earl has been incredibly kind tonight. And the Oilers looking for more. 2-on-1 again. Here comes the Oilers. Here's a shot by Emberson, and that's stopped by Wolf. Roslovic trying to come up with it. Puck in the corner. And Edmonton is just, they're feeling it right now. They are just all over the Flames. If anything, I'd say Dustin Wolf has prevented this from being an absolute blowout at this point. Here comes, what a move by Draisaitl. He brings it in the Flame zone. Draisaitl stops up. Ekholm at the blue line. Puck in his feet. Keeps it alive for now. He'll dump it in. Hard around. Draisaitl on his backhand. Right circle. Here's Draisaitl. Across the ice. Here's Roslovic. What a pass. Roslovic holds on to it. He tries to get it back to Draisaitl. Calgary will skate up the ice now. Here come the Flames. Into the Oilers zone. Huberdeau sends it hard and around. Stolen by Ekholm against Frost. Here's Matthias Ekholm. Oilers getting a change in. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for Edmonton. Skates it up the ice. Here comes Nugent-Hopkins to Jones. Jones with a shot. Rebound comes out in front. Kept alive by the Oilers at the blue line. Janmark out of his reach. Potential breakaway here. Oh, good poke check by, I don't know if that was Nurse. Good defensive play by Nurse. It looked like prevented a breakaway for, might have been Kadri. Calgary, shot towards the net. That's stopped easily by Ingram. Their 13th shot of the game for the Flames. 6:26 to go. Oh, this game got crazy exciting, hey? Surge with the $6.99. McDavid must have heard people saying McKinnon is the new best. He's going to leave Nate in the dust. Yeah, no kidding, right? I think Connor McDavid, remember when they got shut out by Minnesota? And the last play of the game was McDavid entering the wild zone. He stopped up at the half wall, gave the puck away, and then that was the end of the game. McDavid, I think, had 0 shots on goal against Minnesota in that shutout. I think McDavid went, I'm going to take that game personally. Because I remember calling McDavid out for that. And he's been on, I've never seen McDavid this possessed before. 30 points in his last 11 games. This is just crazy. Hey, what's going on, Brandel? There's still lots of time. We saw Calgary come back from 3 goals down earlier this season against Edmonton, so never say never. But it's not looking good right now. Ingram hasn't had to be great, but he's been swallowing pucks with no rebounds. Yes, he has. Ingram has been pretty darn solid. Hasn't had to make any tough saves, but he's had to make the saves he's supposed to, and that's all I ask. I'm better than Huberdeau. Could you imagine, Ian? Hasn't been an 8-point game for the Oilers since Sam Gagner. In fact, there hasn't been an 8-point game in the National Hockey League since Sam Gagner. Back on, was it February 2nd, 2012? I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. February 2nd or 4th. I remember it was early February 2012. I love the paint. I hope he keeps it like that, honestly. The paint job on his mask. I was also a teenager. I was 19. I did watch that game. I actually, I burst into tears when he got his 8th point. And then I remember they tried to get him a 9th point. They had him out there late in the game trying to get another one. Gagner was my favorite player when they drafted him in 2007. And there was a lot of trade rumors before he had that 8-point night. It was a very emotional night for me as an Oilers fan. There wasn't a lot to cheer about during the decade of darkness, but that was a highlight against the Chicago Blackhawks. Would I accept a Pasternak for Leon trade? No. No, I would not. No offense to Pasternak. Puck sent up the right-hand side by Nurse. Puck is going to be played along the half wall, picked up by the Flames, 3-on-2 for Calgary. Here's Kadri now. Good check by Nurse, and that's going to be played up the ice. Here's Podkolzin to Draisaitl, drops it to Roslovic. Roslovic with a shot, and that goes off the crossbar by Roslovic. Man, Roslovic is such an underrated shot. Calgary with a steal in the neutral zone. That's going to be offside with 5:54 to play in the second period, and Calgary frustrated. Shot puck into the boards there. He's going to spank a player live on TV. What? I don't know where Sam Gagner is. They might have hired him. Ottawa might have hired him. I'm not sure. Trent Frederick back out there for the Oilers after fighting Kevin Ball earlier this period. Kevin Ball had been kind of a menace for the Flames in this one. Trent Frederick had enough, dropped the gloves, and I give the decision to Frederick. Not a lot of punches thrown, but puck played to the blue line. Emberson with a high drive, just a bit outside. Oilers' fourth line getting to work. Max Jones, who's had a pretty effective game for Edmonton, cycles it. Emberson pinches forward. Along the wall, Emberson can't come up with it. Backlund for the Flames through the middle. Luckily, that wasn't taken. And that's going to be sent in deep. Behind the Oilers' net, Ingram on his backhand. Forehand, shoots it forward. Nice job by the Oilers. Stastny finds Frederick. Trying to get it to Janmark, but he's cut off by Ball. Calgary now holding the puck. Here's Burstovich. Is that how you say his name? Behind his net. Waiting for an opening. Waiting for something. Up. Burstevich. Sorry. Burstevich is how you pronounce his name. Puck sent into the Oilers zone, and I don't know what's going on here. 4:49 to play. Not sure what happened there. Yo, what's up, Everett? I mean, I think every fan base, for the most part, is really good. They're fun to interact with. Parents are talking about going to the Oilers-Bruins game on December 31st. I mean, hey, if they're willing to take you, you might as well go, right? New Year's Eve, it's going to be a party at Rogers Place that night against Boston. What do you think of the recent news regarding hints of Marc-Andre Fleury coming back to the NHL and the Oilers being the number one team to watch to claim him? I don't know, man. Fleury will get butts and seats and he'll sell jerseys, but I don't know if that's the answer. Yo, Reese, good to see you again, my friend. How are you? Yes, exactly. Let him relax. It's tough. Like, a lot of players, when they retire, they realize, like, they don't want to be retired. It's always a really tough decision, but Fleury had an amazing career. Amazing career. There's no reason for Fleury to come back. Goalie coach, sure. Yeah, why not? I hope so. Russian Egg. Hey, I appreciate that, Reese. Appreciate that. Are you all ready for Christmas, my friend? Are you excited? A Pens goalie coaching a Pens goalie. Yeah, exactly. Fleury coaching Jari. All right, 4:48 to play here in the second period. Goals from Hyman. Draisaitl has 2. Nugent Hopkins has 1. Connor McDavid has figured in the scoring on every goal for Edmonton. He has 4 points in this one, 30 points in his last 11 games. It's just, I've never seen McDavid on the tear that he's on before. It's just unbelievable to watch right now. Ooh, West Ed on New Year's Eve. That's going to be a busy day. Busy. I was at West Edmonton Mall on the weekend, and it actually wasn't too crazy. It was pretty chill. I was there on Saturday. Here's Nugent Hopkins behind his net. Puck played to Evan Bouchard. He'll skate it into the Oilers zone, and the Oilers are going to get a penalty here. I don't know what happened. A holding penalty on Edmonton. Not sure who's getting the call. Is it McDavid? Connor McDavid going to the box. My favorite player right now, Leon Draisaitl. Oh, yeah, that's a hold. I mean, if they called that every time, McDavid would draw 500 power plays a game. But I understand the logic. pulled Kadri back to try and get a step on him. Would have led to a scoring chance. So Calgary with a late power play in the second. All right. Let's see how Edmonton does on the kill. Calgary desperately needs a goal, down by 3. Here's a shot towards the Oilers' goal, deflected in front, stopped by Ingram and Matthew Savoy. He'll send that all the way down the ice towards Dustin Wolf. Here come the Flames now. Here's Coronado for Calgary. Into the middle. Coronado deflected it towards the Oilers' net, and there's a stick in the net behind Ingram. Bro, someone's stick exploded in the net. Here's Anderson across. Huberdeau towards the middle, and here comes Vasily Podkolzin 2-on-1 with Janmark. Podkolzin and Janmark. Podkolzin with a shot stopped by Wolf, and then Wolf will play that forward. Here's Frost now across the ice, kept alive by Coronado. He'll play it back. Cross to Frost with a shot. Good save by Ingram. Puck is still loose. Podkolzin can't come up with it. Now he is. Here's Podkolzin with lots of time. He'll send it towards Dustin Wolf, and that was on net. Should count as a shot as that bounced in awkwardly. Calgary with 35 seconds left on the power play. Oilers doing a good job stepping up at the line, not allowing a clean entry for the Flames. Puck played back by Brstevich. Sharangovich. Brstevich to the point. Here's Brstevich. Over. In front. Rebound. Can't quite get the shot on net is Coleman, but he still has it. Coleman to the Flames or the Oilers blue line. Another shot by Brstevich. Good save by Ingram. Here's Brstevich at the blue line looking for a lane. Oilers have killed off the penalty. Connor McDavid's back on the ice. Puck in front. Poked forward, and McDavid with tons of speed. Here comes McDavid. Walks in. Oh, and a good stick by Brstevich. Brstevich got a piece of that. Good stick. Didn't allow McDavid to get that shot on goal. McDavid had a ton of speed there. My goodness. That's scary, man. Imagine being a defenseman when McDavid has that speed. Here's a pass by Draisaitl. Breakaway Hyman. And he can't quite get the shot off. And is there a power play? No. Hyman just didn't get a good shot off. Looks like a good defensive play by the Flames there. Did not allow Hyman to get a clean shot. Nice pass by Draisaitl to spring Hyman on another breakaway. He's had a couple tonight. That was a good rush by McDavid. And then Zach Hyman walked in, and Hanley, looks like Hanley got an arm. He reached it around. Not quite a penalty, though. And the offensive zone draw, they're going to redo that. Oh, there you go. Nice. Watching while working in Calgary. Off the face-off, Calgary wins it. Lomberg to Klapka. Klapka with a high flip into the Oilers zone. He'll skate by Nurse. Regula reverses. Lomberg steals it. He'll play it to the blue line. Kept in by Ball. Play into the middle. Here's Draisaitl with McDavid. Draisaitl walks in. Draisaitl open. What a play. Oh, off the post. Draisaitl almost with the hat trick. It went off the side of the net. Connor McDavid has it now to Hyman to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid. Oilers continuing the cycle. Oh my goodness. Nurse across. Draisaitl off the outside of the net. Draisaitl's feeling it now. He has 2 goals. He wants that hat trick. Puck kept alive. It's at the blue line. McDavid now walks in. Passes in front just out of the reach of Hyman, and Calgary trying to get this puck out of trouble. Nice job by Regula. Steals the outlet. Up the ice. Hyman's going to give that to Draisaitl. Draisaitl drops it for Hyman. Hyman spins away from a check. To the blue line. Here's Stastny. He's poked off the puck. Edmonton making a change. Here's McDavid trying to put it off the shoulder of Wolf. McDavid has it again. McDavid gives it to Stastny. Stastny, McDavid tried to give it back and can't get the shot off. Puck sent into the Oilers zone. 40 seconds left in the period. Roslovic spins up the neutral zone with speed. Here comes Jack Roslovic now. Right circle, puck over his stick. Calgary steals it. Kadri up the boards. Flames do get the clear. Anderson up the middle, out of the reach of Huberdeau. Huberdeau ties up Emberson behind the Oilers' goal, far corner. Podkolzin also trying to grab it. Nice job by Emberson, just holding that puck along the boards. He's not going to move this one. 2 seconds, 1 second, and time is going to expire at the end of the second. The Oilers with a 3-goal lead right now on the Calgary Flames. A fantastic period of hockey for Edmonton. Dustin Wolf is really the only reason why this is not like a 9-1 game at the moment. Edmonton is just all over right now. There's nothing that Edmonton has done that I am disappointed in. They are just all over the Calgary Flames. Calgary's lucky that it's even a 3-goal game, in my opinion. Wow, that's a good period of hockey. And it was exciting. Frederick had a fight. I'd like to see Leon maybe get the hat trick, but you know what? I don't want to be greedy. Don't ask for too much. But maybe for Christmas, I want to see a Leon hat trick, right? Maybe we want to see a Leon hat trick. Wolf carrying the team on his back. Very entertaining period of hockey. So Weegar, earlier that period, got 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. He got a 10-minute misconduct and then a 10-minute game misconduct. So Mackenzie Weegar, he was very frustrated that period. He got kicked out. Can Calgary leave Wolf behind? Now, Calgary needs Wolf because once they're a better team, they can actually score goals consistently with a bit more high-end talent, couple higher-end draft picks. Dustin Wolf, he's their goalie of the future, man. Who do I think will draft McKenna? I mean, before the season started, I wanted Boston to tank and have him go to Boston, but I don't know where McKenna's going to land. Yeah, exactly, Berserker Earl, 100%. They are getting a wee bit tired, I would say. Yeah, Calgary always has had good goalies, right? Even when I was growing up, they had Kiprasov. Kiprasov was an absolute monster. Who's that other kid's name? Is it Verhoff? Is that his name? Oh, yeah, Hiller. I remember Jonas Hiller. Calgary beat Vancouver in the playoffs in 2015. Lost to Anaheim in the second round, but Hiller was their goalie then. Okay, I was right. It is Verhoff. All right, folks, let's take a look at the second period scoring summary. You had goals from Draisaitl and Hyman. Draisaitl scored early on the power play. Well, I don't think McKenna's been sucking. He's still a point per game in college. And you have to remember, he's a 17-year-old going up against 21, 22, 23-year-olds in college. So a little bit tougher than the WHL, where McKenna had nothing left to prove in the WHL, right, in junior hockey. So the fact he's still a point per game, pretty good, but Verhoff has been unbelievable in college as well. All right, Draisaitl on the power play, assisted by McDavid and Bouchard. We'll watch the edge visualizer. Bouchard had it to Draisaitl, download to McDavid, and then McDavid, the give and go, back to Draisaitl, and he puts it past Dustin Wolf over the blocker and in. That made it 3-1 for the Oilers. And then Zach Hyman, he made it 4-1 on a tip-in. He had a 2-on-1 with Connor McDavid. Hyman from McDavid. McDavid brings it in, waits, and then at the last second finds Hyman for the easy little tap-in, little tip-in shot. Hyman's 10th goal of the season. Fantastic game for the Oilers. Shots on goal, 15-8 in the first period for Edmonton, 15-8 in the second period for the Oilers. They're up 30-16. Connor Ingram has not been busy, but he's made the saves he's supposed to. If you take a look at the points tonight, Connor McDavid, 4 points. It's just unbelievable. What Connor McDavid is doing right now is just special. Zach Hyman, 2 points. Love to see that. Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, all on the score sheet. Evan Bouchard has 2 points tonight, 16:51 time on ice. He leads all defensemen for Edmonton. Regula's only played 937, but I have liked Alec Regula's game. And then Connor Ingram sitting at a 938 save percentage as of right now. That could get better. That could get worse in the third. Who knows? McDavid leads all forwards for Edmonton. Time on ice, 15:42. Fredericks only played 439, but don't be deceived. He does have 5 minutes worth of penalties tonight. So, That's why his ice time is lower than Jones, at least in my opinion. Janmark 645, Mangiapane, Henrique, Savoy, Podkolzin, all having strong games in my opinion. Who is the all-time 4+ points in a game leader in NHL history? McDavid might get that record. I want to say Gretzky, and I don't even know how many 4-point+ games Gretzky has had. Someone will have to try and find that statistic. If we take a look at the advanced stats, look at the deserve to win-o-meter here. This is crazy. 92% in favor of the Oilers. Expected goals in all situations, 3.93 to 1.08. Expected goals at 5-on-5. The Flames only 0.72 expected goals tonight. Edmonton, they are putting on an absolute clinic against the Calgary Flames, and they keep pushing for offense, which is nice. I don't want to see the Oilers back off in the third period. If you look at the expected goals for percentage, Frederick sitting at 100%. Trent Frederick legacy game. Max Jones legacy game. Matthias Janmark. Hopefully a puck goes in for one of them at some point because they deserve it. They played really good hockey. Siller did get a 10-point game. Gretzky never had a 10-point game. Mackenzie Weegar was the only player on Calgary with a positive expected goals for percentage, and he is kicked out of the game. Nobody on Calgary is above 50% in the expected goals department. If we take a look at Wolf, negative 0.07 goals saved above expected, essentially where he should be. And then if we take a look at Ingram, 0.08 goals saved above expected, exactly where he should be in this one. Oilers just dominating right now. But they got it. They got to keep their foot on the gas. I do not want to see this team take their foot off the gas. Can't do it. Please don't do it. That would be unacceptable in my opinion. Frederick is McDavid 2.0. I need him to start getting some points, and then we'll have that conversation. I agree, Kira. Now, Buffalo, a lot of people are mad. Edmonton lost to Buffalo twice this year. Before their last meeting, which was like a week and a half ago or something, 2 weeks ago now? I don't remember. It was earlier this month. The underlying metrics for Buffalo were solid. There were signs that Buffalo could turn their season around. I didn't think they'd win 7 in a row, but there were signs. Buffalo was a better team than what their early record showed, and I'm happy for them. I want to see Buffalo in the playoffs. Their fans deserve it, man. Sharks are Golden refs. Oh no, what is this? It's 5-0 Golden Knights after the first. Oh my God. What is going on in San Jose? Yo, the Sharks were thinking of Christmas a little too early. Would I take Fleury in a heartbeat if he actually became available? I don't think so, Jep. I don't think Fleury is someone that I'd want. At that age, I don't know. He'd be entertaining. I don't know. Sharks more like sucks. Sucks at hockey, am I right? Got him. What's going on, Ogre? So far, blow stuff up. So far. Dude, if San Jose comes back and beats Vegas tonight, down 5-0, I will buy a Macklin Celebrini jersey. You heard it here first. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Alex Lyon. I think that would be a good backup to have for Jari. Unless Ingram shows that he can keep playing at the NHL level, then he can run a Jari-Ingram tandem, and then Calvin Pickard can just go on waivers or wherever he wants to go. Yeah, it's been good so far, Michael. It's been good so far. Very happy. That's true, Milanic. Because Buffalo has 3 goaltenders right now. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Colton Ellis, I think, are their 2 other goaltenders, and then Alex Lyon's kind of the other guy that they have. They have 3 goalies. So they'd have to they need to let one of them go because they don't want to put any of them on waivers, right? And running with 3 goaltenders for an entire season makes no sense from a cap perspective and like roster perspective. If Jonathan Quick wanted to come to Edmonton, I would love Jonathan Quick as a backup. Or like a 1B option. Especially when the playoffs hit. I would like Alex Lyon, yeah. Yo, Costa's crazy, man. Sebastian Costa is just unbelievable. Or Cosa. I want the Oilers to try and grab DiPietro out of Providence too. That would be a good one. Freddie's got to do anything. Although he's had a better game tonight. Any other good goalies in Oilers development? Connor Unger's been doing pretty good. Mike DiPietro, oh no. No! Dude, he would injure himself just leaving the press box. He'd start walking down the stairs to put his equipment on, and then he'd break his leg or something. Tear his ACL, poor guy. Oh, Josh Brown. Don't get me started on Josh Brown. Yeah, it's tough, right? A lot of fans' frustration with Freddie is very similar to the frustration with Connor Brown and Brown's first season with the team. But we'll see. We'll see if he can turn it around the way Brown did. All I ask from Trent Frederic is be engaged. Are you throwing the body? Are you fighting when you need to? Are you able to chip in a little bit on offense? Like, what are you doing when you're on the ice? Trent Frederic, there's just been too many games this season where he doesn't look engaged, and that's why I'm frustrated. At least Connor Brown had good underlying metrics even when he wasn't producing. So you kind of knew that eventually the production would come, and then it did. He had 13 goals last year. Hey, Merry Christmas, Janaya. It's good to see you again, my friend. Oh, Daniel. Yeah, when Wallman scored the Game 4 leading goal, I know. I almost blew out my vocal cords when he scored that. Oilers were down 3-0 in that one. Thank Berserker Earl Parker. Parker has been gifting, or Berserker Earl's been gifting a ton of memberships, so... Maybe the comp was Tanner Jeannot. I'm assuming that was probably the comp he was looking at. I don't know who signed first, though. Is it Frederic or Jeannot? Jeannot's had a good year in Boston, though. Still overpaid, but he's been a lot better than I thought he would be. Can I throw a table? Why do you want to keep throwing tables at me? You could even lift a table. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too, Melanik. 7 points in 82 games would be abysmal. How many wins versus losses in December this year? The Oilers have 7 wins, 3 losses, 1 overtime loss, I think. Let's take a look. Hold on, we'll take a look. I think they're 7-3-1 this month. Let us take a little looky poo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 1. Yeah, 7-3-1. 7-3-1. And they're currently up 4-1 on Calgary, so that could be 8-3-1 heading into the Christmas break here, which would be very nice. One day these memes will die and I will be a happy person. Hey, what's going on, THL? Good to see you again. Here in Alberta, we love to throw tables. Was Ingram's save percentage actually that bad in the AHL? Yeah, it was not very good. Now that Cap Friendly is private, the old heads don't know how to negotiate. Yeah, exactly. They got Puckpedia, and then there's another salary cap website. I can't remember the name of it. But they're like a spiritual successor to Cap Friendly, and I really like them. I'll have to try and remember the name of them, though. Their record against playoff teams is not very good, but they'll get there. Hopefully. I'll buy a jersey with the number 6-7 on the back if the Oilers win the Stanley Cup this year. What did Washington do with Cap Friendly? They went private with it. The guys that made Cap Friendly, I mean, basically Washington gave them a bunch of money, and now like they run the show. Doing some voice acting for a series on YouTube for a decent-sized channel. My nickname is Wolf. Hey, there you go. That's actually really cool. I love that. You'll have to, when whatever you're doing the voices for releases, please let me know. I want to watch. Got to watch the game from my phone. I got to go, hey, no worries, Serge. Good to see you as always. Have a very Merry Christmas, and thank you for the super chats tonight. I truly appreciate it. The name bar, it'll just be my. It'll be hockey, right? For Austin Hockey, it'll say hockey on the back and then 6-7. It's gonna be the stupidest jersey ever. Oh no! I will only eat meteor pieces for a month if they win the cup. I'll hold you to it. I'll hold you to it. Oh, could you imagine the nameplate saying Riz and then the number 6-7? For Christ's sake, man. No, it'll just say hockey. Hockey 6-7, and then no one will understand. I'll go to an Oilers game wearing that jersey, and people will be like, "What does that mean?" Barbario. God, that would be so funny. You know what? I will leave that if the Oilers win the Stanley Cup, the number will be 6-7 on the jersey. I will put out a poll for the fans. You will get to decide what the nameplate says. I will leave that up to the fans. Whatever the fans decide, that's the name that we'll put on the back of the jersey. But Edmonton's got to win the damn Stanley Cup first. Chat lock in. Big Daddy. Oh no. I've seen a McJesus jersey with a 6. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Make the nameplate English? What? I'm really sorry for your loss, Babu. Sending all of my love and support your way. That's tough. I'll get a spanking by Leon when he has a smoke in his mouth. I'll also have a smoke in my mouth, too. Only have one device to tune in on tonight, so we can only watch your live stream on the intermission. After the game, you should drop the goal reaction timestamps in the comments. I will. That's actually a good idea. I should be doing things like that. I'm sure you could probably find a Corey Perry jersey for a decent price, iPod. Hopefully. Hell of a year. Thanks for all the lives this year. Kitty Cam, Sharon, a wicked chill chat. Hit that like and sub, people. Thank you so much. No clue. I appreciate that. Thank all of you for your support. You're all amazing. Smash the like button, by the way. Smash that like button. I don't know how many likes we're at on the live stream. Let's take a look. Are we at enough? Are we at enough likes? Or are we at, we're only at 65 likes right now. So we want to get to 100 tonight. Come on now. Smash the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Corey Perry was just an absolute vibe. Whenever I go pee-pee. Yeah, it's tough. Losing a pet is tough. I've lost a couple over the past couple of years. It is not easy. Ever. Doesn't matter how long you've had them. Nah, don't sell your signed jersey. That's special. Big old Cav Binks. Big old Binks. Yeah, Oilers are playing good. Proud Alberta, they're playing very good tonight. It'll be up to the community, Babu. The community will vote on it. If the Oilers win the Stanley Cup, we'll have a community vote for it. Oilers versus Ducks playoffs, second round rematch, remember? Yeah. I remember Perry holding Talbot's pad. I remember. I don't want to. Hey, I appreciate that, Albertan. Thank you. The Sportsnet let the Oilers announcers do the play-by-play, or are we stuck with Craig Simpson and the Toronto crew? The Oilers get their own broadcast crew until every other Canadian team is out, and then they become like the national broadcasters. So like, as long like if Toronto's still in the playoffs, they're probably not making the playoffs this year, but just as an example, if Toronto went to the conference finals and the Oilers went to the conference finals, the Oilers would still have Jack Michaels and Louis DeBrusque. All right, off the face-off here. We were back for the third period. I wasn't able to take a 5-minute break to rest my voice, but that's okay. We'll see if I survive the whole period here. Here's Draisaitl up the middle. Finds Roslovic almost in on a breakaway. Backhander stopped by Wolf as the Oilers looking to continue to pile on the pressure against Calgary. Good stick by Draisaitl. Nurse plays it to Podkolzin. Podkolzin trying to send it to Draisaitl, and that's going to be stolen by Kadri for a moment. And here comes Roslovic for the Oilers. Across the ice, Draisaitl chases after it. Draisaitl, well, that puck goes way high and out of play, and 19:21 to go here in the third period. It was busted in half and had his name printed on it. That is very interesting, Chase. Yo, what's up, Meat Bay? Good to see you again. Glad I'm wearing my 29 Heritage jersey tonight. Hey, there you go. Let's get that hat trick. Let's do it. I appreciate that, Maximus. Thank you. Off the face-off, Calgary wins it through the neutral zone. Adam Henry can't quite come up with it. Matthew Savoy sends it in deep. Dustin Wolf tries to leave it. Comes to Anderson, stolen by Mangiapane. Good job by Mangiapane, in on the forecheck. Henrique trying to play it forward. It comes around the boards. Emberson will step up. He takes a hit, makes a play. Savoy covering at the point. Into the middle for Henrique. Henrique with a backhand as the Oilers get in on the forecheck and start cycling right away here. Through the middle of the ice, the Flames looking to just clear the zone. Zari sends it in deep. Taken by Emberson. Emberson's going to get pressured by Backlund on his backhand. Evan Bouchard off the glass. It's going to be taken by McDavid. McDavid, well, man, giveaway by McDavid. That's going to be sent in deep by Farabee. Farabee against Ekholm. Ekholm to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid, who's supporting down low. Gives it to Ekholm. Ekholm, puck in his feet. Across to Bouchard, just out of his reach. I turn the cat cam on when there's a cat available to have the cam on, but right now, no cats are hanging out with me. Here's Ekholm across to Bouchard. Middle of the ice, McDavid. Offensive zone. Ekholm at the blue line. Shot towards the goal. That goes off of a leg by Farabee, and that's going to be offside by the Oilers with 17:55 to play in the third period. Are any of your jerseys signed? No, they are not. I don't have a signed jersey, unfortunately. Franklin. Hi, bud. What you doing? Franklin's laying by my feet, but I don't have a camera there. If you want a foot cam, you're going to have to send me a lot of money. I'm not putting a foot cam down for free here. Mochi will be covered in snow tomorrow. Puck up the right wing, out of the reach of Janmark. He chases after it against Ball. Janmark to his forehand. Sends it to the point. Regula across to Nurse. Nurse, oh, nice pass. Here's a shot. Rebound in front. Good save by Wolf. I don't know who got a stick on that. Might have been Jones, who's had a very effective game. Lomberg for the Flames against Nurse. Regula up the right wing. Janmark trying to play it forward. Still in Janmark's legs. He'll give that puck across to Frederick and send it in deep. Oilers will make a change. 4K foot cam win. Never. Draisaitl skates it in the Flame zone. And someone on Calgary fell. Looked like Backlund just fell down. And then Draisaitl fell like right after. Everyone's hitting the invisible banana peels. Calgary will dump it in deep. Emberson plays it to Stastny. Stastny up the middle, stolen by the Flames. Good steal by Huberdeau. Nazem Kadri left circle. Spins away from Podkolzin. Backlund takes a hard hit from Emberson. Centered in front. Nice job by Roslovic. He comes up with the puck. Roslovic to Draisaitl. Draisaitl drops it for Podkolzin. Trying to send it back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl's knocked down along the half wall by Ball. Nice job by Savoy to get in on the forecheck. He can't grab it, though. And here comes Zari. Zari. Left circle, Oilers zone. Checked by Savoy. Zari behind the Oilers net. Comes around, in front, down low to Backlund. Backlund tried to send it in front, comes to the point. Burstovich with a shot blocked by Savoy. And here's a flip into the middle of the ice. And that's going to be a glove pass by Mangiapane to Henrique. Mangiapane tried to grab it and then drop. Oh, no, the fans are doing the wave. Stop. No. No, it's a 3-goal game. No, the fans are not doing this right now. They are not doing the wave. You're only up by 3. Do the wave when you're up by 6 or 7. 6, 7. I saw the fans trying to get it going. Please don't. I saw it. I swear I saw it. I could be mistaken, but I thought I saw it. They can't do this. 15:57 left in the third. There's still too much time, man. I don't trust it. Puck sent into the Oilers zone. Ekholm. Into the middle of the ice. Burstovich. Through neutral. Going to be picked up by the Flames. Coronado's checked by McDavid. McDavid pokes it forward, trying to get by Kuznetsov, who does a good job to cut McDavid off. Bustavich up the half wall. Calgary holding on to it with possession. Here's Frost. Frost for the Flames across to Farabee. Farabee into the middle. Frost towards the Oilers' goal. That goes wide of the net. Connor McDavid takes a hit by Anderson. Puck in the neutral zone again. Oilers doing a good job defending, not really allowing the Flames the inside lane. Nice defense by Ekholm on Farabee once again. Here's Bouchard for the Oilers in front to McDavid with speed. Here comes Connor McDavid through the neutral zone. McDavid. And that's offside by Zach Hyman. 15 minutes to play here in the third. Franklin. Cam. All right, it might have been a false alarm on the wave. I thought I saw it going, but I don't think so. The fans, they don't look like they're doing it right now. Puck sent into the Oilers zone. Oh, no, the crowd, they are trying to get the wave going. Oh, my God. Here's Janmark. Oh, and there's a trip. Frederick goes down, and Edmonton's going to get a power play here. Edmonton's going to get a power play. You know what? Maybe the wave's a good thing tonight. Maybe the wave is a good thing. Hanley takes the penalty for Calgary. So the Oilers, Draisaitl with a chance to get the hat trick here. Although I would prefer they just score a goal. It doesn't have to be the hat trick for Leon. All right, power play for Edmonton. 14:45 to play in the third, and a goal here likely puts this whole game away. So if you're the Oilers, killer instinct. That's what we're looking for. Off the faceoff, Draisaitl won it for a moment. Anderson comes up with it. Around to Ball. Ball up the boards. That's going to be sent into the Oilers zone. Here come the Flames. And nice job by the Oilers. Here comes McDavid with speed. Connor McDavid walking in on his own. McDavid to the net. Stopped in front. Rebound. Draisaitl scores! Hat-trick goal for Leon Draisaitl. Let's go, Leon. Hat-trick for Leon Draisaitl. I will throw my hat in solidarity with Leon. Connor McDavid, end-to-end rush, stopped by Wolf, and then the puck came to Draisaitl, who's wide open on the back door, and he puts that into the net. 5 points for Connor McDavid. Oh, my goodness. Look at Leon smiling. Love to see that. Fans are going nuts. Look at those guys going crazy on the glass. Relax. Oh, boy. And Berserker Earl. More gifted memberships. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Draisaitl walked in. Hyman across the ice. And yeah, Draisaitl with the hat trick. Berserker Earl with gifted memberships to you guy, Brick Motion. Good to see you again, Brick. Jacob Small, Bryce, and Thomas. Pop back to say what a great start to Christmas. Yep. Connor McDavid is legitimately insane, man. I love how McDavid already had his hands in the air before the puck was in the net. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. The cream jersey's nuts. Cream jersey's nuts. They got to wear this full time, I'm telling you. Petition the league to wear this every single night. So Connor McDavid now has 5 points tonight. 5! That's unbelievable. 5 assists for Connor. Crazy. Crazy. Ingram's been great tonight. He hasn't had to make a lot of tough saves, but he's made the saves he's supposed to make. That's all I ask here. That's all I ask. Make the saves you're supposed to. What's the goals per game with Cream? Got to be an average of 4.5. Yeah, it's crazy. They scored 6 against Utah, 9 against Seattle. I don't remember the other ones. Maybe it's 5 plus goals per game with the Creams. I would feel bad for Wolf if he wasn't on Calgary. But to be fair, Dustin Wolf has been unbelievable for the Flames tonight. This game is obviously not on him. I think most Flames fans know that. Yeah, that's true, Kira. That's true. It would be nice, though. I would love it. Maybe just wear it full-time at home then. Here's Emerson now. He'll play it across to Stastny towards the goal. Stopped by Wolf. Rebound in front. Nice little deflection there by Adam Henrique, who is looking to get his first goal since October 26th. Adam Henrique has not had a goal in forever. All right, folks. We're having a good stream tonight. Just make sure you hit that like button at some point. Doesn't have to be right now. Maybe the end of the stream if you want. Here's a puck. Stastny. I mean, he tries to shoot it, and that exploded his stick. And he goes to get another one. Henrique on the forecheck. Can't grab it. Into the neutral zone. Out of the reach of Sharangovich. Wolf around the board. Sharangovich near half wall in his own zone. Trying to move it up. Frost can't come up with it. Puck in a few feet. Here's Rosvik. Here's a shot by Mangiapane. And what a save by Dustin Wolf. Mangiapane with a great shot. And a good setup there by, I want to say, Savoy, and good save by Wolf, who's had, I mean, Wolf's given up 5 goals, but he's played very good. Anderson can't corral the puck at the Oilers' blue line. He'll give it to his D partner. Puck in the Oilers' zone. Nurse with Regula. Regula comes up with it. Looking for an outlet. Oh, my goodness, and Regula shoots that way out of play. And that's going to be a penalty on Alec Regula. Oh, boy. Regula's been having a good game, but you can't shoot the puck out of play like that, my friend. Calgary with a chance to get this back within 3 with 13:06 to play here in the third period. Oh, Regula, you had so much time to just get that off the glass, off the boards, whatever you want to do. You can't do that, though. Damn. Changed my logo to my phone logo. Hey, there you go. Very nice. Oh my God, KNG, what are you saying? That's I'm not going to repeat that out loud, but I think we all need to just take a deep breath, all right? Let's all calm down. Regula doing the Kulak in Pittsburgh. Man, yeah, that was a tough one. Gave the Oilers the 5-on-3. That's true, Russian Egg. I'd like to see the Oilers continue to lock it down, right? Keep locking it down here. Don't give the Flames anything easy. Yeah, you can buy a vowel. Can I buy a McDavid goal? I mean, McDavid has 5 assists. I don't know what else we need from Connor right now. He's done everything he needs to do. Leon Draisaitl with the hat trick as well. Been a good game. It's been a fun game. Could not ask to be part of a better game than with all of you, the best fans on the planet. Where's your goal? I don't know, Savoy. You gotta find a way to put one in the back of the net. The dry hat trick made me dance. Yep. I imagine it made a lot of people dance. Only 5 players have points this game. Yeah, top dogs. I'll take it. Special teams, man. Power play's been unbelievable. Norway bench warmer. Oh, no. But now the team's got to lock in here. They got to lock in for Connor Ingram, right? Keep playing good defense. They have 13 minutes here. Kill this penalty off. Don't give the Flames any momentum here. I also asked for a Draisaitl hat trick for Christmas, and I'm glad I got one. All right. Puck in front. Puck sent down the ice by the Oilers. Shots are 37-16 in favor of Edmonton. Power play for Calgary. Here come the Flames. I think it's their third power play of the game. Puck in the Oilers' near corner, below the goal line. Grabbed by Huberdeau across the ice, out of the reach of Kadri. Kadri to Anderson. Huberdeau back to Anderson. Kadri, right circle. Kadri surveys. Looks for a lane. Stolen by Janmark. Gives it to Stastny, and he'll send that all the way down the ice. Nice job by Janmark. That's good penalty killing right there. Good sticks in the lane. Oh, they have McDavid penalty killing up by 4 right now. Holy smokes. All righty. All right. Here come the Flames now. Sharon Govich walks it in. Coleman on his backhand behind the Oilers' goal. Checked by Bouchard. Nice job by Bouch. Gets it to McDavid, and Nugent Hopkins. He didn't get that deep. Tried to send it down the ice, but that was picked off by Farabee. Calgary's going to get it up. Nice job by the Oilers, though. Bouchard eventually sends it all the way down the ice. 26 seconds to go on the power play for the Flames. Here come the Flames. Burstovich in front, Coleman had it and then he lost it. I don't know if he tried to get a shot off there. Here's Savoy along the half wall. Lots of time to make a play. And here comes Henrique. Henrique drops it for Stastny. Stastny trying to get it back to Henrique, and the Oilers have made the kill. Oilers are 3 for 3 on the penalty kill tonight. Love to see that. Puck sent in deep, picked off by Stastny. Adam Henrique now along the boards, out of the reach of Draisaitl. Oilers will make a change. Here's Backlund now. Sends it in deep. Klapka on the forecheck. Pressured by Draisaitl. Puck towards Ingram. Easy save for Connor Ingram. Draisaitl up the middle. Rozovic. He'll send it to, Zach Hyman's tripped up. What is that? And then Draisaitl's getting cross-checked now. Uh-oh. Lomberg is going after someone now. Ekholm stepped in. Hyman was taken out kind of at the hip. I don't know if that was a knee on knee, but the Oilers were not happy about that. Anderson's going to the box here, though. Calgary's been kind of intense tonight. And then Klapka was kind of shoving Draisaitl after the whistle. Draisaitl lost his helmet for a moment. 10:32 to play. Let's see what the calls are. 2 minutes for tripping. Oh, yeah, he stuck his leg out for sure. That's a dirty play by Anderson, man. He absolutely stuck that knee out. What an absolute piece of shit, man. Very happy that Zach Hyman's okay. Draisaitl went to have a conversation. Klapka and Lomberg came in on Draisaitl. I don't know how there's not more. Klapka ripped the helmet off of Draisaitl's head. That's a penalty. This should be 5-on-3. All right. Oilers get the power play. They put the top unit out up by 4, and honestly, I don't blame them. Anderson being an absolute piece of trash tonight for the Flames. And if you're the Oilers, find a way to, make them pay once again. Salt in the wound here if you're Edmonton. At the last second, that leg popped out. The knee popped out by Anderson. Did not like it at all. Did not like it at all. Here comes McDavid through the neutral zone. Drops it to Draisaitl. Here's Draisaitl now. We'll play it back to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. Connor McDavid for Edmonton, 3 for 4 on the power play tonight. McDavid has 5 assists in this game. McDavid walks in, Draisaitl on his forehand, 3 goals for Draisaitl. Tried to center it out in front. Oh, and Bouchard does a good job keeping that play alive. Calgary had a chance to clear, and they didn't. Draisaitl has it at the blue line now. Surveys. Nugent Hopkins towards the goal in front, bounces around. It's at the blue line or the goal line, and the Oilers can't put it in. Draisaitl hard and around the boards to McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard at the point. Here's McDavid towards the net. That deflects wide. Draisaitl picks it up. He'll skate it behind the Flames goal on his backhand. Centers it out in front, and that's a good save by Dustin Wolf as the Flames will finally send it down the ice. Here's the second unit now. Rozovic for the Oilers. He'll drop it for Ekholm. Love to see the second unit pot one. That'd be pretty good. Like to see someone other than the Top Guns. Nice job by Rozovic trying to center it out in front. Puck comes to Henrique. Henrique plays it to Nurse. Nurse, he's going to walk in with a shot. That's blocked by Huberdeau. Savoy, Nurse, forechecking down low, does a good job. Tried to get it around to Rozovic. Nice job by Ekholm to keep the puck alive, though. Henrique will get in on the forecheck. Burstevich trying to come up with it. Puck will hit Ekholm in the head, and Calgary will get it out. They kill the penalty. Here's Nurse against Anderson. Ekholm throws a hit on Kadri, and the refs are going to call a penalty here. Looks like on Darnell Nurse. I think he was going after Anderson there. So the Oilers are going to be shorthanded. Calgary walking around with a shot. That goes high and over the net. Darnell Nurse still tied up with Anderson in front of the Oilers' goal. Puck down low. Kadri with it. Kadri centers in front. Ingram looking for it. Huberdeau still has it. Plays it to the blue line. Hanley down low, and the Oilers are going to finally touch this puck. Anderson goes down, and then Nurse throws a check. Anderson throws a bit of a check on Nurse after the whistle, and they're coming together again here. But Nurse is going to go to the box, it looks like. I don't know what they're calling. Nurse, I think, was trying to challenge Anderson, and Anderson wanted nothing to do with it. Anderson wants to play dirty and throw knees out on Hyman, and then he doesn't want to answer the bell. That's the kind of guy Anderson is, hey? So Nurse tied up Anderson. Nurse threw a hit, and then he throws the cross check. Jeez. I mean, yeah, that's a penalty. Nurse then hit Anderson in the back of the head. He's still fighting. I mean, Nurse could have probably had about 3 penalties that shift. Nurse probably could have had about 3 penalties that shift, but the fact Anderson refuses to engage after going knee on knee with Hyman, I don't like that. It's one thing, if you want to play dirty, if you want to play rough, whatever, that's fine. But if you do not want to answer the bell and answer to another player on the opposing team, that is what I don't like. It's one thing I'll give the Florida Panthers credit for, man. They play dirty, but every single guy on that team will fight if challenged. Usually, unless you're AJ Greer. Hey, what's going on, Justin? Good to see you again. Has been a while, hasn't it? Hope you're doing well. Price for him goes up in the boxing. Yeah, no kidding, Kira. No kidding. That might be a bloodbath type of game in Calgary. I'm very much looking forward to that one, depending what happens by the end of this one. Yeah, I'm with you, Jerry. I'm okay with that penalty, too. I agree, Maximus. Hockey legend Nail Yakupov. Legend has it, he's still sliding on his knees after tying the game late against the Kings. Oh, you know Clattenburg would love to be in the lineup. I don't think he will be, but man, oh man. Oh, really, Kira? That's cool. That's cool he's still playing. I hope he's doing well. Didn't work out at the NHL level, but hopefully he had a pretty good career in the KHL or is still having a good career. What is Anderson crying about here? What's he talking about? He's talking to Gord Dwyer. Like, the fact Anderson is potentially still arguing his penalty earlier, it was a trip. It's a knee. Like, I don't know what he's complaining about. Off the face-off, Calgary wins it. Savoy sends it down the ice, though. Calgary Flames power play, their fourth of the game. Oilers looking to make the kill. Puck comes across to Huberdeau in the Oilers zone. He'll spin away from a check. Kadri now to Anderson at the blue line. Anderson to Huberdeau. Huberdeau down low in front. Good reactionary leg by Ingram. Didn't allow a shot there. Puck will come across to Kadri. He'll play to the blue line off the stick of Adam Henrique, and that'll go all the way down in the Flames' end. Dustin Wolf will leave that for Burstevich. Asmus Anderson. I love that. Here comes Morgan Frost. He'll dump it in, hard and around. Here's Klapka for the Flames. He'll give it back to the blue line. Huberdeau spins away from Podkolzin. Down low to Frost. Huberdeau to the blue line. Burstevich with a shot. Good save by Ingram. Rebound in front. Another good save by Connor Ingram. And here comes Janmark with some speed. He'll give that to Podkolzin. Podkolzin waits, throws it to in and deep. Janmark for the Oilers will go and grab it. Janmark being kind of tied up there, but he's doing a good job killing some time. Puck behind the Oilers' net. They try and center, and here comes Nugent Hopkins with Connor McDavid. 2-on-1. Nugent Hopkins looks for McDavid. Oh, and the puck just went under McDavid's stick. Nuge was looking for Connor. If he had scored, that would have been Connor McDavid's 6th point of the game. Oh, my goodness. Place might have exploded if McDavid had been able to pot that one. Anderson to Farabee with the shot. Good save by Ingram. Here's Regula now. Poked forward by McDavid. 1-on-1 against Anderson. Here comes McDavid. McDavid. Oh, man, what a move. Gets the shot off. Good save by Dustin Wolf. Here's Coleman. Gives it to Ball. Kevin Ball for the Flames. Can't get by Bouchard. Bouchard reverses it to Ekholm. 5:30 to play here in what has been a very entertaining game of hockey before the Christmas break for both clubs. Puck in the neutral zone. Draisaitl will pick it up. Here's Draisaitl. He's going to get pressured. Couple Flames coming at him, but he puts it up the middle to Ekholm. Finds Mangiapane to Roslovic. Roslovic plays it back to Bouchard. That's stolen by Lomberg. Bouchard did a good defensive play there. Gets it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl up into the neutral zone to Roslovic with speed. Here's Jack Roslovic now. He winds up, tries to get a shot off, blocked by Ball. Does a good job with his stick to get that in the lane. And the Flames will move it up 3-on-2, possibly a 4-on-2. Here come the Flames now. Shot on goal, blocked by Regula. Nice job by Regula. And the Oilers will turn it back up the ice. Mangiapane now off the glass, in deep, and he'll just go for a change. Here's Klapka. Checked by Trent Frederick. Frederick trying to find Jones. Max Jones now. He'll send it into the Flame zone. That's going to be picked up by Calgary. Kuznetsov up to Huberdeau. Nice job by Trent Frederick on the back check. Comes to Janmark. Out of the reach of Jones. Trent Frederick will beat the icing call, though. Frederick behind the Flames goal. Around the boards. Tried to play it back to Emberson, but lost it. And the Flames will move it through the neutral zone. Here's Ty Emberson. 3:55 to play. Shots are 40-18 in favor of the Oilers. Here's Emberson now for Edmonton. Off the half wall, Savoy tips it in deep. Henry chases after it. Fans trying to get the wave going again. They tried earlier this period. They didn't quite get it going. And now the fans are trying to get it going again. Here's Savoy to Henrique. Puck sent in hard and around behind the Flames goal. Puck back into the Oilers zone to Darnell Nurse. Well, if Calgary scores while the crowd's doing the wave, I'm going to absolutely lose it. Here's a steal by Kadri. Kadri walks in, drops it back. Calgary looking for a lane. Farabee to Kadri. Into the middle. Back to Anderson. Anderson towards the Oilers' goal. That goes high off a stick and, well, not out of play, but here's Regula. Skates it forward. Leaves it for Janmark, and Janmark will just flip it in towards Wolf over the net. Crowd is going nuts with the wave with 2:46 to play. Calgary skating it forward. The Flames with only 2 shots on goal in the third period. Farabee into the middle, stolen by Stastny. Nice job by Stastny. He'll find Trent Frederic. Frederic has Jones. Oh, yeah, Jones streaking to the middle of the ice. He would have been wide open in front of the net. Nice job by Edmonton on the forecheck. Klapka trying to get it into the middle. And the Flames will just send it back to the neutral zone with 2:20 to go. Ty Emberson for the Oilers. He'll just flip it in deep. Savoy will chase after it. Brstevich to the wing to Ball. Ball up the middle, and that's going to be taken by Zari. Puck sent into the Oilers zone. Zari trying to come up with it. Shot towards Ingram. Easy save. Zari. 4 checks. Around the boards. Calgary to the blue line. Shot towards the Oilers goal. That is blocked in front and goes wide. Savoy can't make a play on it. Huberdeau grabs it. Jonathan Huberdeau trying to send it back to his D-man, and here comes Savoy, and he'll just send it in behind the Flames net. Good job by Savoy. Don't get greedy there. Here come the Flames through the middle of the ice. Huberdeau sends it across out of the reach of Kadri. Kadri takes a hit from Janmark. Trent Frederic goes after it. Nice job by Stastny. He'll send it up the middle of the ice. And looking for Janmark. Would have been a breakaway if Janmark knew where the puck was, but he had no idea where the puck was. Here's Jones. Calgary brings it in. That's going to be offside with 57 seconds to go in the third period. I imagine we'll have a commercial break here too. Ouija's crash out was cinema. Ouija. Mackenzie Ouija. I wish Stu the best. That's what I'm thinking about when it comes to Stuart Skinner. I hope he does well. Rest of the season with Pittsburgh, I hope he does well. And then wherever he ends up for the rest of his career, I hope Stu does a very good job. I hope he has a great career. He's a good person. Just wasn't what the Oilers needed. Puck along the half wall in the Oilers zone. Calgary continues to push a little bit here. Frederic can't come up with it. Shot towards the goal, goes wide. Another shot deflected by Janmark. Ty Emberson against Klapka. Puck down low. Picked up by Frederic. Frederic will just skate it out of trouble. He'll play it through the middle of the ice, out of the reach of Max Jones. And 23 seconds to go. The Oilers faithful at Rogers Place. They're going to stand and give the players a huge cheer. 15 seconds left. Doesn't look like Calgary is going to pressure here. And the Oilers are going to come out on top. Darnell Nurse having a conversation. And Lomberg comes after Nurse. Uh-oh, here we go. It's boiled over, folks. 6 seconds left, and there's a pileup on the half wall. Darnell Nurse was a target. He's trying to get after someone. Kuznetsov's trying to pull Savoy out of the pile. Nurse against Kuznetsov wants to go. Kuznetsov's not going to drop the gloves, though. Oh, look at Podkolzin. He throws someone down. Podkolzin is not happy right now. Podkolzin, not happy at all. And Lomberg keeps trying to go after Nurse. What is Lomberg's deal? Yikes. The rematch on the 27th is going to be an absolute thing of beauty. I cannot wait for the rematch on Saturday, folks. It is going to be fun. This is some old school Battle of Alberta. Look at Klapka. Look at Nurse. Nurse is under the skin of Klapka, and I'm sure they're exchanging pleasantries. I'm sure they're telling each other Merry Christmas and that they can't wait to see each other in 4 days from now. .6 seconds to go here. Nurse was having a conversation with Klapka. And then Lomberg came after Nurse. Podkolzin then went after Lomberg. Regula eventually got in there. I like that Podkolzin went after Lomberg there. Lomberg wants to start crap. He has to deal with the consequences. See you, Lomberg. So the Oilers have a power play for 5 seconds. They'll just run the clock out. Lomberg gets the late penalty, but it doesn't matter. The Oilers aren't going to try and score here. And Calgary, very angry. Bunch of angry little guys on the ice for the Flames, and they played like little guys tonight too. I'm excited for that rematch on the 27th. I can crash out. Why are you crashing out? We're having a blast. 6 seconds left. I think they're still trying to clear some debris off the ice right now. Well, that just shows where these two teams are at right now. Obviously, frustration sets in. Calgary was basically dominated right from puck drop. But at least Calgary shows emotion. How many games have the Oilers been in a position where they're losing badly in the third and they don't try and start anything? I'll give the Calgary credit here. There's emotion there, and I like to see that. Yo, Hydro, make sure you thank. I'm pretty sure it was Berserker Earl with the gifted memberships tonight to everyone. And Amber as well. Amber also had a bunch of gifted memberships too. Hey, I appreciate that. W stream, W fans for tuning in. Hit that like button, folks. Hit that like button. I hope you all have the best Christmas ever if you celebrate. Best Christmas ever. And the fact that the Oilers are going out on a high note right now, they're going to improve to 19, 13, and 6 at the end of this game. A tie for first in the Pacific, although Anaheim does have some games in hand, so. But yeah, Connor Ingram, he stepped in tonight, and he's played very well. Very happy for Connor Ingram. He deserves it. Round of applause for Connor Ingram. Leon Draisaitl with the hat trick. Fun game tonight. Fun game. There's only 6 seconds left here in the game. Trent Frederick will take the face-off. They're not going to try and score on this, I don't think. Although it would be funny. I would have loved to see it. I would have loved to see Frederick try and shoot it right off the draw. As we have the final score here, Jones and Frederick are out there just to make sure that there's, no more rough stuff by the end. They took one shot away from Edmonton. I thought they had 40 shots tonight. Connor Ingram with the .950 save percentage. Good for Connor Ingram. Happy for Connor Ingram. Love to see that. Victory chain, folks. We got the victory chain. I'll be wearing it. Post-game fan reaction will be up within the next hour or two. Can't guarantee a day after tomorrow. I might take a couple days off. If I do take a couple days off for Christmas, I just want to wish everyone that is tuning in, every single one of you, I hope you all have the best Christmas ever. Seriously, you all make streaming and creating content for you so easy, so fun, and you all push me to be the best that I can be every single day. So I just want to thank you all for being the best. Thank you, Kaylee. I appreciate that. Thank you all so much. Berserker Earl, I cannot thank you enough. The $300 super chat, and then the countless gifted memberships. What was that tonight? 25 gifted memberships, and then $300 super chat. Like, that's wild, man. Thank you. Amber with the gifted memberships. Everyone else that the super chats, Serge had super chats tonight. I'll make sure I get everyone here. I'll make sure I'll thank everyone, all right? So you had Wheat Potato with the 5, Berserker Earl with a bunch of membership, Gifted Amber, David with the 5, Serge with the $13.99, David with the 5, Hamar $1.99, Krager with the 10 Australian dollars, Berserker Earl with the 5, Serge with $6.99. More gifted memberships. And then at the beginning, Berserker also had the $300 super chat. Lola, re-upping for 9 months. Thank you so much. Truly, truly appreciate that. You are seriously the best fans on the planet. I cannot do what I do without all of you. Cannot do what I do without all of you. Have the best Christmas ever, okay? I'll see you in the fan reaction in the next hour or so, or if you decide to tune in tomorrow, that's cool too. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you soon, okay? Hit the like button on your way out. Hit that like button. I love all of you. Tell someone you love them. And as always, fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. We'll see you in the next one, folks. I can't wait for the rematch. It's going to be it's going to be a blast. The rematch on the 27th, I cannot wait. It's going to be so good.